Hello, 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 and welcome to Team Fortress TV. Today we're going to be covering the ETF2L Season 25 upper bracket final between Crowns Esports Club and LEGO. My name is Bren, and I'm joined today by the man, the myth, the legend, Kaidus.
Hey.
Hello. Are you excited for what we've got in store today? Crowns versus LEGO?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, there's not that many great TF2 games to come by these days, and if there was one to wait for, it would be this one. I'm always, a bit apprehensive going in to a LEGO game, though. You never quite know how it's going to go, but I think, Bren, as far as TF2 goes these days, this is about as good as it gets in Europe.
It's going to be a fat one, a fatty, as they call it.
Oh yeah, you know it is. I decided not to stream today. I thought this game was of such stature, this game, that it had to be not split across multiple streams, That's how you know that it's a serious game of Team Fortress happening.
Well, we've got yourself. You can give us all the in-depth information about Crowns that I miss, and I do miss a lot. Thankfully, I'm a LEGO expert, so got that covered.
Like a lot.
Nope. Okay, we're going there.
Thank you.
Okay. I don't think we've got an STV just yet, but it's coming. It's coming, and it's coming in hot. When it comes, I'm not too sure, but yeah. What are we waiting on?
We're waiting on Team Fortress 2 teams. Weirdly enough, they're not actually running on schedule, and there's actually going to be some delays before the match begins. Something about being late to scrims, then being late to matches. I don't know.
It's very odd. That doesn't happen often.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We could talk about something else in the meantime while we're waiting for things to kick off. We could talk about the upcoming Face It tournament that's happening. What do you think of that? Obviously, good things. It can only mean good things, but
that's a tournament where they couldn't find a European admin, so there's no European leg of the tournament.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that tournament. That's going to be a good one. I nearly said that I would be like the admin for it, but then I thought, like, who am I kidding? That'll actually be worse than just not having a tournament.
Oh, yeah. Amen.
I thought, like, I better not do it. And I found out no one did, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit disappointing, but maybe one day. But still, it's very, very promising stuff. Face it, pumping the money in, pumping the big bucks.
Like, because it's happening in NA, and NA is really where TF2 is actually worth watching at the moment. So if it was going to be only in one place, it's like NA. They have like a LAN coming up and all that. So it's like their teams are actually trying a little bit, have something to play for, whereas our teams are kind of just like, I don't know, crippled and crawling across the finish line of this season and wondering what's going to happen next. I don't really know. But I just got actually the pick and ban info through from my man Drac. I don't know if that's information just playing on the stream yet, or if I should just spit it out or what. Okay, so the maps will be Badlands. No, they won't be Badlands. I lied. There'll be Gullywash, Reckoner, and Snakewater. Crowns banned Granary. LEGO banned Badlands. Crowns picked Gully. LEGO picked Reckoner. So that's gonna be fun. Crowns banned Product, and LEGO then banned Process / picked Snakewater out of the remaining like Process and Snakewater.
Right.
So we're gonna watch Reckoner. In another big game. I don't know, it's always a weird one for me because no one ever seems really that good at Reckoner compared to other maps. It's always LEGO pick it a lot. Teams always seem to pick it a lot until they get like spanked by Crowns a few times on Reckoner. Teams pick Reckoner against them. And then they kind of learn that Crowns can actually just play any map because they tend to just outclass their opponents. But LEGO haven't been through that rigmarole yet, so
tiny bit of that Crowns bias seeping in.
Well, this is what happened. Like, this was how it started. Like with like when the first map first came out, like it was a good pick for the underdog because no one actually knew it.
Yeah.
Then when teams knew it, it was kind of like Crowns would just kind of spank teams. Like teams would pick it against them, thinking like we'll catch them out or whatever, and then they'd just lose, and then they stop picking it eventually. But LEGO, I don't know, it always was kind of like a stronger map for LEGO. Like when the map first came out, LEGO were one of the teams that actually practiced it properly and played it a lot. So maybe it's going to work out better for them than in the past. I think it's weird they didn't go for Viaduct though. Like with like Crowns banning Granary, that used to be like their second strongest map after Gully. When I was like working with Crowns, 558 and things like that. That was like our go-to map after Gully. Like everyone would Gully against us, and Granary was like the map we would pick. And since I've left, they seem to have Granary's tailed off for them, which has left that map pool quite weak and exposed. I'm surprised actually Lego didn't go for Viaduct, because this is a map where Crowns are notoriously always been bad. Like they had like a brief spell of being good at that map, and then they got kind of bad at it again. And historically, they've always been quite weak on it, whereas it's been a good pick for Lego. So I'm surprised they didn't exploit that. But don't know, man. What do you think?
My expert analysis opinion, Kaidus, is I'm in agreement with you. I think
that's a cowardly way out, Bren.
It is a cowardly way out, but it's the only way I really know how to cast without sounding like an idiot. I just sort of repeat what the smart person says, and then people haven't clocked on yet that I don't know what I know. Actually, that's not true. But I think we do have an STV, and I agree with you with Viaduct not being really their big pick. I mean, Crowns, did they swap around the roles of Starkey and...
Yeah, this is the thing. It looks like they're going with Stark on Pocket tonight. I mean, they did this last week.
Yeah.
I was just on their mumble for a bit. Like, I used to coach them and like call for them, whatever. And I used to be on their mumble all the time watching games. I haven't been this season, but from what I've learned, there's always been quite like a negative like impression I got about what was going on. But I was on their mumble this evening, kind of watching them warm up a bit, just to kind of learn what the hell was going on. And they sound, I mean, granted they were playing like a garbage mix to warm up, but they sounded pretty happy. Like they sounded way more engaged with the game than I would have imagined them to be based on what I've seen and heard over the season.
Right.
So I think from like a morale standpoint, like it's the idea behind the swap is to get Stark engaged with the game, because he only plays jump maps now for practice. Like Crowns have got very like comfortable being at the top of the tree, and not really like having to try really hard to kind of stay there. Stark's only really been playing jump maps. He uses like a different sense for jump maps than he does for scout. So he's not that comfortable with his scout sensitivity. This is the thinking behind it. So put him on soldier, which he's comfortable playing, and he'll be he'll be more engaged with the game and having a better time. They played with this roster at DreamHack last year, this year in the summer.
Yeah.
Which they notoriously came first/second in. But they've played with this roster before. Like they can make it work. I don't know. I think it's definitely like this roster is never going to have a peak as high as the alternate with Captain on Pocket and Stark on Scout. The peak is never going to be the same, but they don't really need to peak to win the season. They just need to maintain a steady, decent playing level.
Yeah.
And to do that, they just need to all be kind of focused. That's really all it takes, I think. It takes like a big step up from one of the other teams to beat them, even with this lineup, I think.
I think that's fair comments to make. I was going to mention something else. We've got a bit of a report view that's been popped up on the screen. So it does still say Starkey's on Scout and Captain's on Soldier, but that is because the data that we had for the report was few and far between for Starkey on Pocket and Captain on Scout. So
it would be ridiculous when they only played dogs with it, so they would just
it would be
like slamming stats.
Yeah, exactly. But we can maybe look at a few of these other stats. Raymond, average deaths of 5, very top quality stuff right there. The guy just doesn't really die that often. Good mechanical player as well, from what I know and from what I remember of I-58. I was always impressed actually by the way he played medic.
He's a god, but like Raymond is prone to making some weird errors in the bigger games. But I mean, now that they've played I-58 and everything, this probably won't seem like a particularly big game for them in their heads. But he's prone to weird errors, even though he's by far the best medic in Europe. He is prone to making some weird mistakes, but I mean his opposite number tonight is Condom, who is notorious for making weird mistakes whilst not being anywhere near as good as Raymond in a technical mechanical sense. So yeah, Raymond is the god of Europe on medic as far as anyone should be concerned for the time being.
Spud with decent damage as well, 289 damage per minute. I mean I'd say that's very, very good actually in this day and age of the way Demoman's being played.
Super respectable.
Yeah. But yeah, and then all the other roles as well. Drakon Roma, nothing changed there.
I think Dalash is the interesting one because he's 3 from 3s across the board, Super's he's third and third on KD, KAD. So basically in terms of the actual bragging efficiency, he's third, and he obviously came into the season as the not previously playing for Crowns player. And from kind of seeing some of the behind the scenes stuff, he's been really the standout guy this season for them, other than Captain on Pocket. It's really been Thalash keeping things going, which is weird considering he's not played for them played with them for them before. But he's really been like really consistent as a player and also like as a personality within the mumble or whatever you want to say. He's actually been like quite integral to them actually keeping their shit together at certain points this season.
Yeah.
So it's worth mentioning. Like he replaces Hafikul this season, but he's been good. Meanwhile, Stark has been like, you know, obviously he's playing pocket now, but Stark has been kind of the problem person who was previously the star. Like, yeah, like there's no harm in saying when Stark isn't motivated, you don't get anywhere near the same output from him in the game, and he's definitely not had the same motivation since the summer.
That's fair enough to say, especially with the tournaments as well. What's your opinion of the DreamHack tournament that's coming up?
What, the North Nations?
Yeah, the sort of northern thing.
Well, all I can think about that is like, what a shame that Finland aren't there. Because
I think Finland might be there.
Are they going to be there now?
I think so, yeah.
Are they going to have like a real roster, or is it going to be like a Norway roster?
Who knows? Genuinely, who knows?
Like, I feel like Norway is just going to become some kind of meme for like being terrible. It's not fair because like it's not anyone's player's fault, but my God, I've like really not heard of any of them.
Yeah, where's like, my boy Hempus? He's from Norway, I think.
Yeah, well, there hasn't really been like a strong Norwegian team, like I don't think ever in TF2. Like maybe like 5 years ago, there was like 2 or 3 Norwegian players at the top of the scene.
Yeah.
But for as long as I can remember, like Dr. Leon, I can't think of another Norwegian player that's played in Prem. Like,
what even is Norway?
I don't know. It's like, I don't even know, dude. I thought it was a Swedish peninsula.
Okay, I've received word from the manager of Crowns, Henny, that Finland is the realist roster. So there you go.
Wow.
Hit it here first.
There we go. Well, it'd be great if Finland go, because having only 3 teams would be a bit weird, but I mean, it's cool. Like, Sweden-Denmark will be like a cool game. I think it's actually a good idea as well, like after being at the previous DreamHacks, I think going for some more of like a Nations Cup vibe is good. But they need to get players there, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We can have a chat about the Lego roster. I've heard word in my ear, whispers from production saying, come on, get a move on, Lego next. And here they are, magically on your screen, they've appeared. We've got Condom, DePhil, Josh, Zenith, Demo, Sorex, stacked players, very capable talent. But, Kaidus, the question I've got for you is, you know, can they do it? Can they topple Crowns a Giant? And, I mean, rather a better question would be, how are they going to beat Crowns?
Well, if it's going to happen tonight. I think Lego are historically a team that don't do particularly well under pressure, like when they themselves feel under pressure. And while I'd still expect them to make the final, like regardless of what happens tonight, that would still be the expectation. I feel like for them, it's like they have a lifeline tonight. Like they know if they lose, they're still going to have a chance in the season.
Yeah.
So for them, I feel like they're going to get their better performance tonight than say in the grand final, when they know if they lose, then that's it. They lose basically. So I don't really know what has to happen. They have to all just kind of play nuts. Like Josh and Sorex have to just kind of be at the top of their game. Both players have been kind of like inconsistent this season. Well, Sorex not so much inconsistent, but Sorex who's like prone to like massive, like incredible games, and then just like not so great games. He needs like one of his massive games, and Josh needs to like have one of his good games. He's been quite inconsistent. And it's kind of the same story for Phil, like quite an inconsistent player, always kind of has been. They're quite an inconsistent team, to be fair, but they all just need to like, I don't know, play. I'm not exactly sure what it is that makes them tick or not tick, but sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. It's interesting, you know, Zen going with the name Zenith this season, which I don't know if you knew this, Bren, but it's a word that means the time at which something is most powerful or successful. So
really,
maybe Lego need to be at their zenith today.
Is that an actual thing?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Did you search this up just now, or
I actually came across this the other day, and it reminded me of Zen, the player in TF2.
I don't believe you. Hold on.
It's true. It's true.
Zenith.
Speaking of Zen, anyway, well, Zenith.
It's a car insurance company.
Well, obviously, they want to be. They're the car insurance that's the most powerful or successful.
Insurance company.
Who defines Zen? If you'll see it. But anyway, Zen, interestingly enough, has actually been like quite good. Like he's not a player who ever really, like, I don't know, he came into this roster this season, right? Like with eyes on disappearing. He's not really a player with much renown behind him as an individual, but Like, he did a good job for them on Roma before, and he's actually been pretty solid this season, I think. Oh, they're going. Oh.
Well. The countdown's begun. Didn't hear any whispers in my ear, but the teams want to get it going anyway on Recca. Map number 1, Crowns versus Lego of the upper bracket finals. Let's see which way they take it. Lego definitely got a hill to climb if they want to try and take this against Crowns. Already a lot of damage being put onto Zenith and Dr. Phil. I've had to back off a little bit, but Crowns just playing it very slowly. Spud gets sent straight up into the stratosphere. Going to be cratering in the end. Dr. brings him down. Demon with the follow-up. Sorix with another one. 3 kills already going their way. Raymond's falling. And there we are. It's going to be Lego winning the first mid-fight. And Condom's still alive, so they've got a hefty Uber advantage.
Yeah, that's a nice sign mid for Lego. I was going to say, we didn't really get to it in the pregame, but the mids on this map can be really integral because it can be such a weird map to kind of push back and forward on. If you're getting like good mids and like being able to push last off the back of them, it's really super helpful to have, as Lego now do have full advantage to go last with. So if they can get an early round here, like we've seen countless 1-0s on this map, so if they can just get an early round, it could mean a lot, really.
Absolutely. Just sort of biding their time for now. D-More taking a bit of damage in that lobby area, but they're holding strong, waiting for the team to regroup, and now it looks like they're going to start mobilizing out. Which way they're going to take it? Straight in with the Ubercharge. Josh leaping it forward. They spotted the sentry gun. They also realize there's a heavy. The sentry gun going to be falling. Can they get any more though? The Ubercharge just about to fade now. Josh, they're trying to work their way around that right-hand side, but they still haven't brought down the heavy weapons guy. He's putting in so much work. Captain picks up one Falash with the follow-up. And again, Captain with the big 2K from across the map. Putis train in the chat, please. And Crowns defend last. Sorix and Condom, the last 2 sole survivors, having to back off. It's going to be a retake, surely, with no issues.
Yeah, that's a really weird push that they failed in the end, because I mean they got in, they got the gun, they got a frag on Drac, and then they got Spud as well. So they had like 3 kills. Well, not 3 kills, but they had a couple of kills, essentially important ones. And they just kind of rushed. I feel like they wanted to take down the heavy before they'd properly had a reload. But they had time to reload and, like, you know, wait for some more HP before engaging, but they just rushed it a little bit, and now they're paying the price. What could have been a really easy and early round for them are actually getting pushed back and going to lose mid here, it looks like, for free at that as well. So Crown's back in control of the map unless something changes.
Lego feeling very in and out. D-More leaping in, seeing if his team can contest, but I think they realise the ultimate call is just going to be back out here. And as I said, Crowns, they win the mid-fight with almost no contestation whatsoever. It was very in and out there by Lego. Very in and out. I don't really know what other way to describe it, but already look at this leap in by Starkey. Moving in straight into the fray. Gets a headshot in the meantime. Going to be sent down in the end. Going to be taken out by Sorix and Zenith. So Crown's down a player, but it was a lovely sack attempt to try and get a force out of Condom.
Yeah, it'll be interesting what Lego do. I mean, historically, obviously, we know Crowns, they're a team that's not going to push like and trade with even Ubers and like, off one pick and things like that. Whereas Lego, they're a team that they can come in different shades. Sometimes they show up and they just want to trade everything and fight everything. And other times they're really willing, like, they come in with a game plan to play it really patient, like a conscious effort to be patient.
Drac.
Drac.
No, that was a bit odd. He tried to rocket jump in and just sort of beef 2 of his jumps. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, Lego not the team to really... I mean, you were saying they on certain days they might be feeling it, one pick. I mean, I don't think a Roma pick is particularly the biggest thing in the world to try and make a playoff.
I feel like almost sometimes they just want to make a point of it. Like, we're not scared to come and engage you, basically. And sometimes, like, in the start of a game, they might have just taken this trade just to kind of tell Crowns, like, you know, you can't just spend all day doing Zax or whatever. You have to, like, actually come and face us, or we're gonna fight you, basically. I mean, which sometimes can work. If it works, it works, and if it doesn't work, then you basically play into their hands. But like, it's telling basically that Lego are willing to just go for the sack here, because on another day, sometimes they don't. It just kind of says, I think, the mindset they come into this game with, like, they're willing to be patient when it's necessary.
Drac might be going for round number 2. He's taking position in the map. Oh, did they even realise he's there? They're baiting him in, actually. Josh might be caught out, but Zenith is there. Trying to help him out. Big 2 kills going their way. Make it a third. Drac. Starkey as well with a follow-up. 3 kills. Dr. Phil now eating a bit of damage, having to back off. Really, really textbook stuff there. Did you see that bait?
That was hook, line, and sinker, man. I fell for it as well.
God.
I thought Josh was going to get in and do some like significant play there, but he just gets rolled and brings his team with him.
Oh, the leap in by Drac. Not going to be paying off in the end, but Crowns not really in a position to play off that now. They are 1 player down, and the spawners have just come in for Lego. Condom still does have Ubercharge as well, but I think things are looking up for Crowns so far. Starkey eating a substantial amount of damage, has to back off, get healed up in the end. Spud is really spamming them out for now. Lego now retaking the lobby area.
They're going to do their forward hold. Like, they have like a forward hold. They like when the map first came out, they said they like came up with a forward hold to do on lobby. And this looks like it, where basically they have like all of their combo in lobby, just one guy watching kind of the doors with Lego in the middle. So Lego in the middle, Phil in the middle. And I've never actually seen this hold been properly broken. It feels like something that should be able to be broken. Like, if Del actually is to go die now and basically change off to spy, you can kind of stretch the hold. But I've never actually seen anyone break this hold. Either like it just hasn't happened and play's gone on, or they've got crushed by it in previous times. But I've actually never seen Crowns face it, so it'll be interesting to see what they do about it.
Falashers and Sniper sends in the Gyrate, seeing what they can get done with it. The mini crits, very, very powerful. Unlock. Dr. Phil gets soaked with piss. I think the rest of his team does as well. Zenith and Sorix just running around. And there we go. Starkey going for the bomb attempt. Beautiful stuff. Gets the force off the Condor. Right into the fray. Dr. Phil brings him down with a pipe in the end. But that is what they were after. Now Lego seeing if they can get anything off the back of that Uber charge. It's not going to be doable. Crowns, good movement by them as well to try and bait out that engagement. And with that, I mean, Falash is on Sniper, but this is prime opportunity to start to push.
Dude, was that like a fat air shot by Phil to frag that Stark? Like, I know that Stark got the force, and that's a really significant thing here, but I'm pretty sure there was a fat, hefty pipe in there somewhere.
Might have very well been. Falash going to be falling. Josh does bring him down, and the Uberchargers come out by Crowns as they're leading it forward. The Sentry Gun has been built there by Zenith. Going to be causing a bit of harassment, a bit of duty. Crowns might need to divert their attention to it, but slowly but surely they are trying to push their way in. Drac in a bit of trouble now. Sorix trying to take the 1v1, but Starkey's there to back him up. Drac still hasn't gone down in the back lines. Meanwhile, Crowns trying to this slow and steady push. They picked up 2 frags, but Lego still trying to bait them in as Zenith finds one. Sorix with the follow-up. Sorix causing absolute madman amounts of damage. That's not even a saying. I don't know why I said that. Madman. Regardless of that, Lego, who do successfully defend. Crowns, I think, stretch a little bit too far beyond. Yeah. Sorix also making some big plays in the lobby area. And they do retake the second.
Yeah, it's strange that Raymond actually dies here because this was a fail push so early on, and I really would have expected Crowns to have kind of fallen out and made sure they had something secure on second, like forcing Column as he came into second. But now they're just trying to force him as he comes into mid, and Sark's failing the bomb. So they actually might take mid for free here and actually have a chance to push second, maybe even last, depending on what happens. Splud gets caught out, so this actually could be like... This could be around here. If Lego push straight to second now, they're going to take control of second for free and have advantage for last. And it's all because Raymond didn't back out of last early enough, when he definitely like could have and should have.
Yeah, 3 kills going away. Josh falls, actually. Ubercharge being forced out by Condom. Okay. Alright. Okay. So Raymond does have a fat advantage here. Even though Crowns are on the back foot, Lego still holding on to this midpoint. All is well in the world of Crowns. In fact, they're going to be trying to make a push out. Raymond, 75% Uber. Sorix picks up a kill. He's on a 6-kill streak in the end. Gets jumped. Starkey going to be finding 2 of those kills. Demor and Sorix falling. Now Lego realise they have no choice here to put the back all the way out. But still, Raymond, he has 100% Uber. He's going to be wanting to do something with it. It's a very fat advantage.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened, but whatever I was saying before, something happened on the flank, like Drac blocked mid, which kind of just set Lego completely off their rhythm. Half the team was trying to push, and the other half was dealing with what was going on behind. They ended up getting a little bit split. So yeah, now, like you say, Crown's back in control. I mean, it's going to be an easy situation in the end.
Nope. Not going to be happening. Condom's positioning as well is so passive here. They realised they had the Uber. They went for a little play there. Drac moved in at the same time as Starkey, but didn't really come to fruition. Yeah,
Lego were playing really far back. They only just got like the Uber as that sack was coming in. Like Crowns were playing kind of like a worst case scenario where, you know, Lego had built as fast as they could and already had the Uber. Obviously they had a little bit of advantage, but they want to know that. But it's kind of probably a good job they went for this play because Demor was just playing in forward spawn as Sniper. He's since come out and is now looking for picks on the flank. But Lego playing quite far back, just sitting with their Sniper basically. So the sack's coming to nothing. But yeah, Crown's like, this is like a comfortable situation for them. If we think about this round, it started off them defending last with disadvantage. Like, sure, they've now failed an advantage push, but they have mid, they have control. This situation is definitely very comfortable for them, whereas for Lego, not so much.
They're going to be keeping an eye out for D-Maul as well on that sniper roll. Smoke man himself searching for the frag. Not really getting anything. Crowns do not want to give him any line of sight. In fact, they are looking and searching for frags. Drax so weak. In fact, yeah, there we go. Lego. They do find one. Sorix peeking a bit further. Gets a few players down onto half health. Trying to bait them a little bit in here. But with that one pick, they thought they could try and turn it into a second one. Not going to be happening. And Lego still holding on to second for now.
Yeah, Dimmel's going back to switch to Spy, it looks like. I don't know if he's just checking for classes, but he's off Sniper. He's gone back to Spawn. It looks like he's sticking with Spy.
He's sticking with it.
Yeah, I guess they know, like, there's no real way. This is, like, kind of a problem with the map. Like, there's no real way to push mid If Lego aren't taking, like I said earlier, if Lego don't want to take this exchange, then it probably means they really have no idea how they'd even approach that situation. And they know they can't just sit and watch Drac attempt sacks all day or start going for sacks, so they're going for the spy play. Basically, they need some kind of trickery to get themselves out of this hole. Otherwise, Crowns can just like take all day and do what they want. People now in position behind.
Crowns looking like they want to try and push this. They're playing this quite slowly but surely through that lobby area. Demo now, he's uncloaked from behind. Oh! Raymond, he spots him. Falash going to be the one to claim the kill in the end. Ooh, okay. All right, and now they're going to be leaping in. Starkey was a bit of distraction plays. At the same time, Drac jumps in. Condom's positioning very far back, but they do get the Uber charge popped off. Now if Crowns play this passively, which they are, they're backing off. They've got 2 picks. They've got 100% Uber. They can take this any way they like.
Yeah, that was a lot of nonsense. Condom like popped to save like Josh, and then they ended up Ubering and then just backing up. Like no one did anything with the Uber, so they just give up second for free and Uber. Like there's a real big mistake from Condom because he can just drop Josh there. Like he had room to walk out and just let Josh die. And had he done that, they'd now have even Ubers on last. But because he pops, it's like a big advantage for Crowns now. And really should be around. And Crowns will be really disappointed if they're not converting this.
There we are. They'd move in with the Uber charge, Spud, and the buff banner, is it? Or the battalion's backup? I don't know exactly what it's called. But at the end of the day, the sentry gun is going to be going down. It's on both teams. And Josh now moving in with Demore, seeing what damage he can get done. Crown's taking a lot of it, but Lego, I think, coming out worse for wear in the end. It's going to be Spud who claims that first kill. Can they get any more? That is the question. They are down 1 man, but Lego holding on for now. Zenith is so weak. Hasn't to wait for these frags. Starkey leaps in, brings down Condom. In fact, going to be forcing out that Uber charge. But Crowns losing 2 players. They decide against it, or are they? They're going for the repush now. 3 players, another frag being claimed here. Falash moving in. Now Josh being baited onto the point. Spud putting in a lot of sticky damage here. Condom going for the swords in the end. Raymond finally going to be popping off his Uber charge, but now the spawners are going to be coming in for Lego. Dr. Phil's up in 2 seconds. Can they keep this going? Condom dodging and juking for days. They can't quite bring him down. Beautiful movement. Zenith claims the kill in the end. Are Lego going to be able to do this? Starkey, one last ditch effort to try and move in along with Drac. Not going to be enough as Dr. Phil brings him down with the fat pill. And with all that, a very long, drawn-out fight, Lego hold on, and I think they want to take this even further. Moving in, Josh, once again, seeing what he can get done. The sticky trap almost brings him down. Spud getting him very weak, but the heals are there, and Lego, yeah, they recap up second.
I hope the camera was just on Captain for the entirety of that fight, so that everyone can see how many shots he missed, so that he'll go back to Soldier and stop ruining my fantasy team's next match. Because he had about 1 million shots to take down like this medic or this scout or anyone basically with that second Uber Crowns had, and did absolutely nothing. So for shame, Captain, please, fantasy teams.
But here we are, Uber charge coming out by Lego now. Starkey being sent straight up into the air. Seeing what he can get done. Nobody falling on the side of Lego. In fact, only 1 player, 2 players. Captain falls as well as Starkey. 2 man down now for Crowns. Lego just sort of regaining this momentum that they lost. They've already capped at the midpoint, but it is Raymond with the hefty Uber advantage. So we'll see how Crowns try and come back from this. The players aren't respawning just yet. In fact, Starkey's got about 5 more seconds till he's with his team. Lego realise, you know, there's not really an opportunity to push here. Just going to be building up the Uber as fast as they possibly can. And Crowns, I'm very curious to see which way they take this.
Yeah, they're going through lobby at the moment. I think it looks like they're taking this slowly. They want to take this for free, especially since Stark isn't there. They really want to walk in without using, but they're actually taking so long to get an entry now that the Uber's going to be on for Lego. Like, before anything happens here, Column's going to have it, and they're going to be able to contest. So Crowns actually have waited too long at this point. Unless they're getting the better end of this trade, they're in a real deep scenario.
Oh, okay. Okay, Lego, they have the Uber charge. Crown's just not wanting to commit to this at all. They've already backed off.
Yep. I mean, they poked, they prodded, but in the end, like, it could have gone either way. They could have committed and taken a trade, but they realized that they've taken too long and Lego have their Uber, so to commit now will mean a trade, and if they lose that trade, it means getting wiped and possibly losing the round, whereas, you know, losing that fight for Lego would have just meant losing a couple of CPs. So correctly backing out, but it looked kind of, yeah, Crown's not really having a full read on the situation for a while there.
Oh, good night, Demol. Okay, he tries a little cheeky attempt, but gets taken out in the end by Spud's sticky trap. So, 1 pick. Crowns, look at this. Drac getting sacked in now, seeing what they can get done. Josh makes mincemeat of him in the end. I think it was splash damage off the pillar, but it doesn't make it any less impressive for me, at least.
Those pillars are like the best part about this map. There's so many like air shots that I've seen. Probably wouldn't have been air shot without the pillar, but you can't hardly tell. You know, it looks legit enough.
It looks legit. That's what it counts.
Yeah, it's interesting that this game remains 0-0. Demo on Spy, worth noting, but I mean, both teams have failed advantage pushes, and I think Crowns will be feeling like they should be ahead in this game now. Like, granted, they lost the mid and should have like lost around early, But since then, they've kind of controlled all the rest of the game, despite losing that mid off the initial mid fight. They've created situations to push last with advantage twice, and really Crowns should be converting those. So, I mean, the balance of play at the moment goes to Crowns, but like I said, we've seen so many 1-0s on this map.
D-More on Spy. He's infiltrated the back lines. A man on a mission. Is he gonna reclaim his honor? They're spamming so many corners. They realise there's a Spy. Look at this.
Yeah, this is the thing. Crowns have played these stalemates so many times, like over the years as it is now, that they know, like, they basically know what to expect all the time here. And when they don't see a roamer, they just know it.
Oh, okay. D-More moved in for the kill. Not going to be working out. Drac also going in. But in the end, it is going to be 2 picks now for Crowns, and they are going to be looking to play off this through this lobby area. Moving in now, getting in decent damage. Spud just trying to deny them out. Starkey leaps forward. Condom pops the Uber, maybe a little bit prematurely there. I don't think Starkey actually hit the rockets on him, but Lego now being forced to play their hand. Not looking like they want to take this any further. Oh, are they? They're in the lobby area. Don't know if I agree with this. Trying to make it work. Josh moves forward, gets actually propelled forward by the stickies, and they've already lost another player. Lego do not have the positioning, don't have the heals really as well to try and make a play. The Crown's going to make a move. Indeed, they are already working their way in. They have 100% Uber. D-More on the back. Raymond, he's been forced to pop off the Uber. He got launched forward. Unreal stuff. And now Crowns, once again, being forced to make their hand. I think they're going to get this mid-fight. Lego are going to give it up, but that could have been a much worse scenario.
Yeah, I mean, you called it correct before. Like, Condom didn't have to Uber in the initial fight that happened. D-More does a good job to get the force out. It's kind of saved Lego's bacon here, to be honest. I mean, Crowns have the opportunity to do something now, should they wish, but they're just going to hold up a mid. Condom's going to have people to push with, and I'll be interested to see if Crowns do anything on the flank now, because this has been, like, kind of drawn out, this 0-0 for so long. I don't know what's going to happen.
Lego seeing what they can get done with it. They've already got that 1 pick onto Drac, and they want to try and make some plays happen. Captain just really baiting them back now. Starkey's moving in, seeing what he can get done. Gets off 1 rocket onto Josh. Can he get any more? Spud is actually going to be falling. In fact, Condom popping off his Uber charge now as well. Raymond still doesn't have it. He is just trying to build it up to the best of his ability.
This is like the story of this map so far. Like both teams try to go slowly to take these points. They end up going slowly and using the Uber. Like, if you're gonna go slow, it's because you don't want to pop. So what ends up happening? They go slow, then they get forced anyway. Wow, Drag with a sick rocket.
Okay.
But what ends up happening is because they take so long but pop anyway, the other team just has advantage. You can push back on them straight away. Whereas if they just popped through straight away, you know, like no messing around, they could actually do something with without any Ubers being involved. So the teams either need to get more efficient in their takes for free, or just start playing aggressive and actually popping in and taking fights dirty, because it's just causing the game to stagnate at the moment.
Pipes are flying. Dr. Phil gets in some decent damage, but the Uber charge has come out now for Crowns, and they're just running it forward. D-More and Zenith do find 2 kills. Sort of traded either way, actually, as D-More is going to be falling now. So it is, I mean, they are just really trying their hardest to propel this as long as possible. Yeah. It's still 0-0, 12 minutes into this game. Crowns are holding the midpoint now. Lego feeling the pressure a little bit to try and make some plays happen. They're moving in. Falash is behind them, however. No, Dr. Phil brings him down with the pipe. Now Captain moving forward, trying to hit his shots on the Condom. Not working out. Zenith brings him down, and now Crowns being forced into the lobby area. Dr. Phil moves forward. The spam being exchanged, but Lego are going to be able to cap up the mid. It seems... Yeah. It feels like we've been watching the same mid-fight for the past 20 minutes.
Huge, this moment is huge, because this is finally a team is managing to do what they're trying to do. Like, they're trying to push a point without popping, and they're actually keeping hold of the Uber. So now Lego can do something on second. They're using now, but it's fair enough. They should at least cap out this second. Whereas before, all we've been seeing is teams failing. Like, they try to take a point for free, they fail, they pop, it's messy, it's garbage, and they end up losing the subsequent fight. But now they're actually managing to take second, and we're actually going to see a different scenario.
Crowns, they have the Uber charge as well, but ideally they don't want to pop it off. They've already got 1 pick, make it 2 as Starkey brings down Dr. Phil. Now D-More into the back, gets absolutely demolished out of the air. The anti-air force of the duo of scouts on side of Crowns is going to be finishing them up. And once again, the midpoint exchanged. Drac moving forward. See if he can get an early kill, perhaps. One of the players just getting a bit of information, in fact, for his team, so they realise they did get the forward spawns, and now Crown's looking to move through this underside area. Lego might want to contest this. They're leaping rounds, but no, Crowns, I think they are going to be able to get this uncontested unless Lego decides to do something. Condom does have the Uber charge, but with that 1 pick onto Zenith, can they even do anything? They're holding very, very close here. A lot of spam coming out. D-More moving forward. Drac into the back. He's picked up Condom. Beautiful drop by him. And that has absolutely put a wrench in the plans of Lego. Now D-More moving in. 1 man against the world. He needed to try and get some shots onto Raymond, but it's not going to be working out. Now Crowns have all the time in the world. Are they even going to... I mean, Sorex causing a bit of mayhem in the back. They want to take this all the way in. They don't want to wait whatsoever. The sentry gun, only a level 1 being built. They've got the Uber charge as well to make as much magic happen as possible. Falash eats a fat pipe. He's going to have to back off, get heals, get a flash of that Uber charge. Now Zenith coming out onto the heavy. If they've taken too long, should they have waited here, Kaidus? Because Lego, the respawns are coming in. And it feels like they are getting demolished in the end. Zenith once again on heavy, absolutely destroying. Josh now moving forward into the lobby area. Spud has been caught out. Nice little cutesy shot there by Josh. And Lego defend.
I don't know who's playing scout for Crowns at the moment, because whenever they push last, it's like they don't have scouts. Like, they had 2 frags and full Uber going into that fight. All they have to do is get a scout to play the point. But, like, I don't know where Captain is, I don't know where Thalash is, but no scouts playing that point. So for the 3rd time in a row, they have advantage pushing last, and they completely beef it. And that one was, like, for free. Like, Condom dropped. That was a huge mess. They even had frags going in. They should be taking that every time. Yeah. Like, it's so much easier than the other ones they already failed. But there's just no scout playing the point, which is what it's all about. Like... If you don't play the point, Lego just hide in their corner and wait for their spawns. Otherwise, like, what are you even doing? Does Lego now come in with the banner?
They've got the banner, they're moving in. And they're going to be popping off the Uber charge as well. Drak does find a kill onto Sorex into the bank, but he is going to get traded. Now, Crown's going to be popping off their Uber charge. It is a slightly better one at that, seeing what they get. They bring down Josh. Condom falls as well. 3 picks going their way. There's going to be Dr. Phil dying as well. Zenith and D-More, the only 2 survivors. Maybe not for long. D-More leaps for... Oh! What was that shot onto Spud? Does take that kill. Gets out of his life, but now Crowns are just going to be playing this all the way forward. They've got the heal advantage, they've got the player advantage. Lego's players only just respawning. D-More and Sorex trying to bring down these players. They do take down Captain. Can they get any more? Yes, they can. Sorex finds Starkey, 2 kills, and the Crowns push is it's just halted once again, time and time again.
Yeah, I mean, this one was a bit different because they were just trying to take advantage of a situation they didn't really have. I'm not quite sure what they were trying to achieve there, because the spawns were kind of always going to come in for Lego. They had to find more kills from an even situation, and they just didn't quite make it happen. They're still going to have Uber advantage, but it's going to be a slim one. I mean, if you think Crowns have to kill the gun and then play the point before Lego are getting this extra 40%, so this is holdable for Lego, especially the way Crowns have pushed so far.
Well, Crowns
have
Uber very slim, very slim. They want to try and make the move in. No! Raymond falls! It's a drop. D-More gets the kill, and Josh brings down Spud as well. Completely destroying that plan immediately. Lego going to be mobilizing off that. Falash falls as well, hiding around the corner, seeing if he could claim a cheeky little kill onto Condom, but here we are, Lego making the move onto the 2nd point. They are going to be able to cap this up with no contestation. Doesn't look like Crowns are going to attempt any plays to try and solve this uber disadvantage situation that they're currently in, but Lego, now they have an opportunity here.
Yeah, they can get some momentum going.
Take it.
They're going lower, like they have full advantage. Josh has a banner. I think he's got it ready. They're just going to pop in, actually. They're changing the pace. They're just popping in. They might catch someone out. They get stuck. Raymond's actually caught out, but he's not actually going to get taken down. He just makes it out. But that was close, to be fair. And Josh still has his banner. I'm pretty sure it's ready. So if the counter push comes in for Crowns, Josh has a banner. And he's just actually going to try and take 2nd with it now, I think.
Well, absolutely, they might try and make the play happen. Drak is behind them. They're taking a lot of damage here from Spud. Oh my goodness, the collapse is real as they're absolutely crushing them. Sorex, Josh and Condom, the only 3 survivors in this situation. Having to back off from that. That spam was unreal from them. The battalion can't save you against that.
Yeah, and the flank was just like, I don't know what the flank was doing for Lego there, but they completely screwed them over. Like, Josh wanted to make a play from lobby, but Brown's players just flood from behind and they just get caught in the middle. Condom's going to have Uber for 2nd, but the spawns are going to come in, so it's going to have another mid to 2nd stalemate. But, I mean, opportunity has just kind of been thrown away time and time again by both teams at the moment. Lego have 3 off classes in their forward spawn. They all mess up, and now they're on last. What is going on? They had Uber numbers for 2nd, but now they're giving up and they're on last. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. Maybe they felt like they couldn't make a play happen. They saw Spud, they saw Stark. I don't know. It was a bit of a mess.
They had I think they were being spawn camped or something, because they all spawned as off classes and then back spawned as mid got capped. So I think maybe they were being spawn camped or knew they were being spawn camped or thought they were. I don't know what happened, but either way, they kind of a bit of miscommunication or confusion, and they give up 2nd for free.
Oh,
they really
Stark! Okay. He makes the move onto or Dr. Phil, I should say. Not going to be able to claim that kill. There's a nice little sacking attempt. It is 100% Uber for both these teams. Remember that. And it's still 0-0. We have 5.5 minutes remaining on the clock. And we'll see what gets done.
Yeah, this is something. This is one thing with Stark playing pocket now. I mean, sure, Thalash can snipe, but Stark is was anyway, the utility god. I mean, he could snipe, he could play spy. No one could kind of create something out of nothing like Stark could. I mean, he might not have had the sickest sniper aim, but he just knew how to work the situations on both sniper and spy. that it was like you could always just have these stalemates, and if Stark was on your team, like being the utility guy, you don't even have to like be smart or anything. You just have to not push and wait for Stark to make it happen. And now with him in pocket, they don't really have that because he doesn't have the luxury of being like a disposable class in a lot of scenarios. So for these stalemates now, it's really like it's on Crowns to find a different way of breaking it, whether that's Thalash going on Sniper or Drak finding some success with his bombs. But like a large tool is kind of been taken out of their arsenal.
Oh, Starkey!
No!
Starkey! Okay. He almost made that work. He almost made it work.
See, like,
He should not have got that deep in, I feel like, but that was very, very close. Condom, good serves by him, but look at this. Now Crowns have infiltrated the lobby area that Lego were holding on to, so defensively, I mean, Lego, they're still on the back foot, still on this last point, but nothing's getting done.
Dark's gone Sniper. He's just like said whatever, and I guess Drak will take over any kind of pocketing, or they'll just play with 2 scouts in the combo for in the meantime. I mean, that bomb was super close. Stark kind of like goombed off Phil's head and just kind of rode the waves into Condom. Condom with a nice serve to avoid it.
Ooh.
Stark immediately gets a frag, but I mean, he's got to find something better than that for it to really mean anything.
Sniper frags. Sniper v Sniper. Captain's fallen very, very weak. Yeah, Josh is going to find a kill onto him. So, all is not well in the Crowns camp, I think. Even though they are really forcing Lego back, they need something better than this. I mean, are they going to give up a medic frag? Or anything. We've seen it happen before. Raymond did get picked off by the fully charged body shot.
And if there's any medic that can drop in this situation, it's Condom.
Yeah. All memes aside, Starkey still peeking around the corner, seeing what he can get done. Does get a shot onto Dr. Phil. Demol brings down Starkey. One pick, another headshot coming out, in fact. It's going to be Spud falling very weak. They may have to give up the lobby area for now because of it. In fact, yeah, that one pick, they're completely backed off. Are Lego going to retake it? I'm thinking about it. I don't think they want to.
He looks super deep right now. Like he's all the way like alone in lobby taking shots. Like I think he thought his team was going to take lobby and do their forward hold, but they opted not to, and probably for the best because, I mean, it's interesting. They did their forward hold before and it completely failed. And something I remember is when they had Eyes on would always be engineer when they did this forward hold. Whenever I saw it, at least. And now they don't have this kind of constant engineer presence in the stalemate. So I'm not sure how effective the forward hold will be without it.
Drax found a kill. Starkey also moving in. Can they bring down Sorex? Good movement by him, just about escapes it. That one pick onto Josh. Is this what Crowns need? It's not their comfort zone by any means, but with only 2.5 minutes remaining, I think they want to try and make some magic happen. In fact, there we are. They're going to be moving in through the left-hand side, slowly but surely. Starkey leaping forward, so you can get Condom very weak. No, Dr. Phil's pipes bring him down. Nobody's playing the point just yet. They're trying to make it work. Stark, no, I should say Drak moves in for the kill. Condom popping off his Uber charge now. Lego want to try and take it forward, but Crowns, they've lost so many players that they can't even re-push with the Uber even if they wished.
I mean, that one frag onto Josh could make things happen here. I mean, I'm not sure how Condom got forced in the end, but without Josh, like, that's their spearhead in all their pushes. Like, Josh is the guy, and with only 2 minutes remaining, I don't think Lego are going to try this. I think they're just going to hunker down. Like, Crowns have beefed so many pushes, but, I mean, it kind of feels almost like fate that this is the one they're going to convert. Like, I can just kind of get that feeling.
You can feel it. You can feel it in your gut.
Like, Lego are going to feel the pressure now. They're going to, they're going to do something different and give the game away, I feel like.
We've seen it time and time again. It's going to be definitely curious to see if they can hold on. The sentry gun has fallen. Spud now taking that as his cue to move in. The Ubercharge gets popped off. Sorok's going to be falling now. That's one pick going away now. Crowns, which way are they going to possibly take this? Already Zenith on this heavy that's given Crowns so many problems in the past. Starkey and Falash find another one. Zenith now, he picks up 2, but there we go. Drak finds another one. Now it's just Condom, 1 man left alive. He just needs to saw. Not going to be happening. Raymond collects it in the end, and 1-0 is the scoreline, and I think that might be it, unless it's possible to cap all the way to last in a minute.
If Lego can do what they did in the first round, like take mid, but this time convert the last push, I think it's going to be just possible. But like they're going to have to literally crush them. I mean, the Crowns are not even going to mid. Stark is on Spy, so they're going to not even go and contest this fight, and they're going to have Stark just go for a play, basically, and the rest are going to play defensive on second. So it's all eyes on Stark, basically.
It's the smart way to play. We've seen it time and time again. Look at this, Lego already going to be capping it up. They realise what the heck is going on. Starkey, however, making movements. He uncloaks, seeing what he can find. There's only Dr. Phil onto the point. He's just contesting the point, in fact. Hasn't even been spotted in the end. No, he's going to be going down now. Lego They do have 31 seconds. Is this enough time for them to try and make some movements? Josh leaping in. Drac, really, I've just spilled Pepsi all over my keyboard. We're going to continue casting anyway. Here we are. They're trying to get the kills. It's going to be Drac and Starkey falling. Can Spud fall as well? Yes, he does. He craters. 18 seconds left remaining. Are Lego going to be able to do this? They're moving in now for the kill. Josh gets completely collapsed here. The Ubercharge popped off. Balash on heavy. The Ubercharge by Raymond as well. 8 seconds remaining. I don't think it's going to be enough. They're holding on. 5 seconds remaining. They're trying their hardest. The players are on the point. The collapse is ready, but no. It can't be done, and I need some tissues. I'll be right back.
Holy, that was ridiculous. I mean, when Stark didn't get the frag, I guess going for the block was worth it, but then players just bleeding. Like, Crowns just wanted to give that second away and do a complete stalemate on last. I don't know what Crowns were doing, but that was almost horrendous. We've seen some throws this season, but that was like whiskers away from being up there with the best of them. But in the end, they hold it on. They hold on to it, and they're winning the first map 1-0. But I mean, dear God. Like, Lego could have been 1-0 up within 1 minute, and Crowns could have been up like 4-0 since that first minute that Lego actually played well in. What a ridiculous game, but Crowns take it in the end.
Oh, God. I'm going to have to watch this, aren't I?
But, but yes, I don't know. In this game, like, I kind of touched on it in the stalemates where I had the chance to, but there was a real theme where, like, both teams were constantly trying to take points without Ubering, and they were just, none of them seemed able to follow through with this play when they attempted to do it. And the end result was just kind of this weird, messy back and forth where the only successful push any team could make was taking mid, and they would just leapfrog that time and time again.
Yeah.
To capture a phrase of yours for a moment. So yeah, I don't know. We're going into Gully after this. I think both teams will feel more comfortable there to actually like convert their pushes, but the conversion rate for like pushes on this match it has to be so low. I don't know if we still have those stats, but it was pretty bad.
I reckon it was Lego's pick as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Are they complaining? What are they complaining about? The server? I don't know. Yeah, they're complaining about the server in chat. Who knows? What's the next map then? Is it Gully Wash?
I think the next map is Gully, yeah. Like you said, this was the pick for Crowns. This was the pick for Lego. I think it's kind of a big deal, actually, that the Crowns win this because, like, now it means Lego have to win against Crowns on Gully Wash, which is like their home map. Lego with what did Lego ban? I can't even remember. They banned Badlands, which is odd. But I mean, I guess Crowns haven't looked as formidable on Gully Wash with this lineup, like this post I-58 era of Crowns. It hasn't looked as formidable. But I mean, I guess we should look at the logs before we move on to that.
We should. Where are they? That's probably on my screen. Here they are. Okay, so it was a very slow-paced game. I can imagine some of the damage per minutes is going to be quite low. If we can sort it by the damage per minutes. Yeah, we see Josh, Dr. Phil, Sorex really leading those charts in the end. But ultimately, at the end of the day, they couldn't really secure that last round. I mean, I can imagine that because Lego were playing a more aggressive kind of gameplay, which is completely understandable. Crown's playing a little bit more passive.
Yeah, I mean, this game was like, I guess, honestly, most of these stats are just going to be made up of like things like sacks. I mean, Stark is 10 for 20, but did Stark play terribly? Like, no, he just did a ton of sacks. There was so many stalemates, and all of their pushes, like, they were attempted like free takes that were beefed. So the Ubers achieved nothing, so Pockets were not going to get any frags there, really. And then Stark was doing a lot of sacks that Pockets wouldn't ordinarily do, so his stats look horrible. But then keeping that in mind, like Zen and Sorex, their stats look pretty good because they're just cleaning up this play over and over again. I mean, ultimately, what does it come down to? It comes down to Lego just being able to hold last, like Zen getting a ton of like kills on random classes. Like he got like 6 kills on heavy. So he got a third of his kills on heavy, which pretty much like sums up the game. He played heavy for 51 seconds and got a third of his kills on it, which basically tells you all you need to know about this game. It was basically a story of like horrendously bad transitions and then bad last pushes from Crowns, who really should have taken this game, other than the first minute, they really should have taken this game comfortably as far as I can tell. They are moving server, so there's going to be a slight delay now. Obviously, like you said, Lego are not happy with it, but so we're waiting on new info for that. But I mean, looking ahead to Gully Wash, like it's going to be interesting because, like I say, until the I-58 Grand Finals, I don't think Crowns lost this map for so long, almost a year. I think it would have been, there was some random Razor Cup directly after I-55. That was the last time they lost Gully Wash, and that was like one of our first games with a new lineup. So like the X-Epsilon kind of TF2 center reform until I-58 Final where we kind of choked, it has to be said. They hadn't lost Gully Wash, so it'll be a feat basically for Lego to take this map. it's Crown's pick. Like they're still comfortable on it. They might have lost Granary from their map pool, but Gully Wash, it's still like super comfortable for them. Like it's one of Spud's best maps. I don't know, it's kind of weird with this new lineup, but it's almost every player on the team's best map individually, as well as like having really, really good fundamentals of team play on the map. So I don't really see how LEGO approach this other than just to kind of do what they did on Reckoner, win the first mid, but actually convert the last push, get an early round, and then play off that somehow. Otherwise, like I feel like they're really outmatched here.
It's gonna be hard. There's no doubt about it. Especially given the fact. Yeah, I mean, was this LEGO's pick?
I reckon it was LEGO's pick. This is the Crown's pick now.
Right, so yeah, it's going to be really, really difficult.
I feel like LEGO must know something, or like have something, like something that they have an idea of, because they knew Crowns were going to pick it, basically. When they banned Badlands, they knew 100% Crowns are going to pick Gully. I mean, I'm hoping their plan wasn't win Reckoner, because that's, obviously that didn't happen. So if that was their plan, then LEGO can just go home now and get an early night. But hopefully they had something else, like they obviously expected this pick, so I'm hoping they have a plan. A plan that goes beyond just Crowns not performing or something like that, because granted, Crowns didn't look that hot on the first map. They're so comfortable here. Like if they're feeling like they're just not like they're not playing that well, Gully Wash, it's like, you know, it's their home map. They can find their feet on it, basically. So I think we're going to see a much stronger Crowns here. So if we're going to get a game tonight, we need like really, really strong LEGO.
Relative frags by zone. This is an intriguing one. It feels like, so the leading net frags was by only 3. It was LEGO on the midpoint. On their side of the map, they also led the frags, which should really tell you all you need to know about how that game went. And on Crown's side of the map, they led the frags as well. So, I mean, from what we saw, it was an incredibly even game, and it was just whoever didn't beef their last pushes with the. Because I mean, there was so many times during that game where they were handed these advantages on a plate. It felt like, and they failed to convert it.
Yeah. Do you mean Crowns or
just both teams?
Yeah, I mean both teams failed time and time again to convert various pushes. But I mean, the standout one for me is not the very last push that Crowns made, where they actually got the round, but the one before that, where they went in and two players were already dead for LEGO.
Yeah.
They had full advantage. They were going off momentum, so it wasn't like. I mean, if you're new to TF2, you have to understand it's so much easier to push a point when the other team is not properly set up, regardless of how many people are alive. If they have 5-10 seconds to prepare for your push, but they can do a lot to upset it. Whereas if they're kind of backing up to last and you're just pushing into them, a lot harder to defend. So for Crowns to beef that, it's really telling, basically. So, but I don't feel like Crowns will play that way on Gully. Like maybe their last pushes, I've seen played games with them, where the last pushes just kind of go, but everything else for Crowns will be so strong and so solid on this map. So LEGO are going to have something. But they have a new server. They're joining up the new server. It's going to be interesting, at least.
Do we have an STV yet?
I think I've put it in Mumble. I don't know how I ended up sorting these things out.
Was that the new one?
That should be. Yeah.
Okay, I haven't even realised.
Sorry, I'm not good at being the in-between man.
Kills during Uber, again, quite close except for the deaths post Uber. That's heavily going towards the LEGO side. And kills post Uber as well. So Crown's excelling at their Uber exchanges, or even just Ubers in general, massively.
They just had more like last push attempts, because even the last pushes they failed, they got like frags with the Uber, or like frags just after the Uber, and they somehow failed from there. Like they would go in, they would kill the gun, they'd get like 1 frag or 2 frags, and then like 10 seconds later, after like titting about for a little while, they would just lose a couple of guys and then leave. And then in the situations after the Uber, but that are not so close to the Uber, they get counted in these stats, like on the retreat and things like that. Because when you push last, it's like you have the Uber in, and then you have like the 10 seconds of fighting after the Uber, and at that point, it's either like a successful push or a fail. And that's like, it's after that 10 seconds where Crowns are dying, so they end up looking better because of this, but really, their Ubers were horrible. And like I said, the story of that game was both teams trying to not use Uber and take points for free other than last, and failing to do so, getting forced, popping, and then maybe catching one guy out of position who made a mistake off their own back, rather than creating things and forcing mistakes, you know?
Yeah.
Basically bad play, sloppy play. I think it comes down to map knowledge in part, Like you'll see Crowns on this map, they were super comfortable on every point, how to like take it for free, like without having to pop. So I think if nothing else, you'll see Crowns able to work up momentum and like kind of take control of the map better than they did on Reckoner. But the same can be said for Lego, but I just know that this is a strength of Crowns, so that's kind of why I fear for Lego now, because that was the story of Reckoner, basically. That was what both teams were attempting to do. And if you're going to play that game with Crowns are probably going to beat you at it, especially on Gully.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of say I feel like Lego needs something different, because they basically, it looked like they were playing Crowns' game on Reckoner, the slow-paced kind of, yeah, taking ground without using Uber and then winning out of stalemate situations with off-classing and things like that. Dimul didn't do anything on Spy. He had a few picks on Sniper, but other than the drop on Raymond, which was a bit of a mistake on Crown's part, it has to be said, wasn't something they can really hope for, like, to happen over and over again. You see this, like Zen, 9 kills for Stark's 1. That's kind of what I was talking about with the stats. Like Stark doing so many sacks and Zen, like the combo scout for Lego, just cleaning them up over and over again. It doesn't really tell you anything about the game, because sometimes Stark's getting a force, it doesn't show up on logs, and Zen's just cleaning them up afterwards. But it kind of it illustrates how the game was played. It was a lot of sacks and things like that. And it's like the same story for like Demol with both the Crown Scouts. Demol just getting destroyed by the Crown Scouts. It's all just sacks basically the whole game, because neither team could make anything else work.
So I've received word from the gods above that we are going to be beginning in about 90 seconds time. So I think we'll finish it up. I mean, right now this is Crown's pick. It's Gullywash, home turf, as we've mentioned time and time again. If Lego were to take this in any way, given from what you've seen from the first map, what do they have to change? What do they have to mix up? How do they have to even approach this map to stand a chance?
They need to just get away from like their approaches to Uber advantage pushes. They need to improve those. Like for me, It wouldn't be to try and take points for free. It would just be to pop in and speed up the pace of play. If you're pushing mid and Crowns have if Crowns have like 50% Uber and you have Uber like going in, just pop in, take mid, and then push second dry. Like don't try and take it for free. Take ages, get forced, and then Crowns have Uber to recontest mid. Just be willing to use the Uber early and aggressively, and then don't lose people, and then play the game without Ubers being involved. Because it's when there's Ubers involved, the game all slows down and Crowns can play how they want to. They need to get away from that like approach.
Okay, well here we are, map number 2. It's going to be Gullywash, Crowns versus Lego of the upper bracket finals for ETF2L Season 25. And we'll see which way they take it. Spud opting for that. Normal rollout, picking up that health pack. Gets in a bit of damage as well. Crowns, once again, playing on their side of the map. Lego, is that a pause?
That is a pause.
We are pausing, apparently.
This is my favourite kind of pause, though, because it's like right at the start of the mid, you can see like everything that's happening.
You can proper get into the dirty details. D-Maul is in the under area. He's spotted out. Who is that? What scout is that? My HUD is broken. Who's he looking at right now? Can you see this?
Oh, Demo underneath.
Yeah.
He's looking at Thalash. But I mean, the interesting part of this mid for me is Drac has rolled out Choke. You see, if you go to the Crown's Choke, he's not even committed yet. He's still waiting for information about where Demul is. I think it's actually Josh underneath. Sorry, you were talking about Demul. I don't know if Demul's been called, but like Demul's not gonna. This scout underneath, no one's gonna stop Demul going drop down because Drac is currently just guarding drop down. They're gonna wait and see what Demul do before they do any kind of approach. So if Demul goes for the drop down play, Drax is gonna drop on him, get that frag, and Crowns will play from there. And then if Demul is not going up drop, Drac will come down drop himself. But Thalash actually dies, so that's kind of the Crown's plan out the window immediately.
And look at this, they're trying to back out. The damage is there. Look at this collapse coming out from them. The amount of damage that they're putting in. So many players weak. Starkey being forced to get arrowed up here. Big frags going away. Sorex now jumping all the way onto Drac into the back. Can he pick up this frag? Spud is there trying to get the kill onto him. Sorex diverts his attention onto Raymond, gives Raymond a saw and gets beat down. My goodness, what is kicking off here? Is this Team Fortress 2? Unreal. And with that, Lego, they're capping up the second point. I don't know. I'm going to have to reset my HUD. So yeah, both teams have Uber. Both teams have the Uber charge. Both teams missing a player as well. Starkey and Sorex falling. They're just about to respawn now. Lego holding into the lobby area for now. I wonder which way they're going to bring this.
Lego in control. I mean, they take down the gun, but I mean, they're not... Realistically, it's not a good scenario to trade from. Captain's chilling on Pyro, so really there's no way for Lego to do any kind of engagement at the moment. It's purely about some kind of sacks or finding picks. But somehow, I was going to say, Demul almost gets in on Raymond there.
Sorex is on Raymond right now. He's complete... What is going on? How is he not dead yet? But he finally goes down. Took a very long time. Raymond now on 50 HP, having to dodge and juke. Josh realizes this, trying to spam him from across the map. Dr. Phil brings down Spud. 3 picks now for Lego, and they're moving in. The sentry gun going to be going down. The point can be played. There's no stickies to worry about. The Ubercharge going to be coming out. What is that? Did this really just happen? Am I seeing things? Okay, we have a problem. What's going on? That was where the pause happened. I don't know what's going on.
That's ridiculous. There's a ton of shit talk in the chat as well. But like that was almost horrendous for Lego, because by the time they actually came in with those 3 picks, there was spawns coming in for Crowns in about 2 seconds. So if Crowns had just got in and actually managed to pop onto the point and trade that, they would have had all the spawns and be able to win that fight. But they just can't make contact with the point. Spud with an early frag on Sorix on this mid. So it's an even trade. Crowns with a better look in on this mid so far. Drac actually finding his way behind.
What? He gets brought down in the end. They do dive in very, very deep, but Crowns only missing the 2 players. Raymond, he's a rocket. He's a second one, goes down. The combined spam by Josh as well. Oh my goodness, and Demo's still alive. Demo alive and kicking. He's taking a bit of spam. He's very, very weird. He goes down anyway. But that pick onto Raymond. Josh just causing all sorts of havoc on the mid. Buying a bit of time, I guess, for his team to get the respawns. Lego are up. But, oh my goodness, that 1 pick onto Raymond. Ooh, okay. Okay, guys. Guess we're watching Tier 2 today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking back over the banter in quotes, because it's terrible banter. It's just kind of nerd shit talk that happened during the pause. It's kind of good.
Crowns are making a play here. They're making it happen. Demo leaps into the fray, picks up 1 kill to Captain Dr. Phil with the follow-up onto Stark, and Spud's going to be falling. 3 kills going their way.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Lego steamrolling it forward, seeing what else he can get done. They find another one. Falash falls. And with this, Lego, all the momentum in the world. It's the pain train, the pound train, whatever train you want to ride, who knows. But Lego are moving it forward. They want the kills and they want them now.
Yeah, this is a dream scenario for Lego, basically. Having a round up and then having a stalemate on the enemy team's last, you can just do anything you want at this point. I mean, you can go for sacks, you can play it as slowly as you want. You don't have to try anything, do anything. You know, even if you go for a full-on 6v6 commit, you know, if you lose the fight, all that happens is you defend second with even Ubers, like worst case scenario, you can get that situation. They go for a double sack, it's not going to pay off, but I mean, like, what are Crowns going to do? Are they going to push off this? Lego can take so many risks now, or take no risks at all. Whatever, like, approach they decide to take, they have so many liberties, like, in how they go for it. So it's a really, really, like, yeah, bad situation for Crowns, and only 4 minutes in as well.
Absolutely. Already, look at this defensive setup. We see Drac. Drac's actually incorporated himself into the map somehow. Flash finds Josh. Drac moving forward. Condom in a lot of trouble. Has to pop off his Uber charge now. Drac and Starkey, the combined force of both of them. Dr. Phil does bring down one of them. Now Lego being forced to move in. Raymond pops off the Uber charge.
That was
but in the end, Zenith gets absolutely sent into the stratosphere, but still. Now Crown's trying to make some movements in the map. Trying to get wavy, if you like. Yeezy 2020, but are they going to make anything happen? I don't believe so.
That was a really nice play, like kind of everyone involved there, to be fair. Like, the sack from Drac was nice, the way Crown supported it was nice, and then Crowns immediately retreated, but Zen just W's in and immediately, like, hits Raymond for 100, and he connects the second shot, but Raymond pops before. So, like, honestly, it was a really nice sequence of play from all involved. Everyone kind of, like, Raymond with the pop, Drac with the force, Zen with the force. Everyone just playing to perfection there, but the end result is we're in actually the exact same situation we were before any of it happened. So that's the lesson here, is just don't play well.
Don't play well.
Don't play well, nothing happens. But yeah, it's even Ubers. Like, Condom has a slight advantage, but with Captain on Pyro, I don't really see any way they can make this work to their advantage. Looks like they want to try it, but this is going to be bad. This is going to be pure garbage.
Look at this denial by the Pyro. Unreal. You called it, and they're going to be trying to make movements with it anyway. Zenith might be in a bit of trouble here. The Uber charge has been popped off by Crowns. They claim 1 kill. Zenith falls in the end. He was diving very, very deep. The back cap attempt by Josh. Yep. Not going to be paying off. 2 kills now. Once again, we're in this familiar situation where Lego are just holding quite passively, very passively, in fact, at the big door area. They've got stickies everywhere, and they're just waiting for Crowns to make their move in. Here we go. They're trying to make it happen. Flash finds Demo, and they've already taken control of this upper side area, so Crowns, I think, are going to be able to get this with no contestation.
Yep. Crowns just playing off those pigs really nice. I mean, like I said, the push from Lego made no sense. They only had 15-20% advantage. With a Pyro involved, it really has to be like such a crisp, like, and a quick kill to actually use that Uber for anything good there. And yeah, Crowns just... Oh my god! Where was that?
That was in the big door.
Oh
that
my
was
God.
2 people moving in at the same time. There we go, Dr. Phil, and they found another one as well onto Spud. Oh my goodness, they could not have asked for a better entry frags. Two players are going to be respawning in 5 seconds. Spud's up in another 10. There's no stickies to worry about on the point. The Uber charge has been popped off. Raymond just about pops off his Uber charge as well, but they've lost Captain in the meantime. The Swarmers are just about to come up. Now they're going to start to play the point. They realise there's no stickies there. They're going to afford to do so, and the collapse is real. Lego, they're doing it. They've taken another round. 2-0 on the board on Crowns' map pick.
I was about to say that I really thought Lego should have sacked there rather than just pushing it straight, but they do so much damage to Captain so quick that Raymond just drops him, and it ends up like being really crucial because even though they pop a lot later, they can do nothing with it. And yeah, really nice play from Lego basically.
This is it. I mean, I think the pace has been quickened, as you mentioned in the pre-game.
Yeah.
We're going to be going into round number 3 of map number 2. This was Crowns' map pick, remember. Lego are currently leading 2-0. Sorux moving forward. They pick up Spud. But already the quick 2 kills going on to the side of Crowns now as they're leading it forward even further. Condom taking a lot of damage here. He's been forced to play all the way back. Crowns, I think, taking charge here. Josh in the back lines, beefing his shots. Raymond just about evades it. And 4 kills for Crowns now. They finally win the mid-fight.
Yeah, but Phil's going to get Condom all the way out. So, I mean, this... Ooh, bloody hell, sorry. Punching my mic. This is just going to be like a stalemate on last, I think. Worst case scenario for Lego. And... I mean, granted, Crowns have some pretty decent, like, stalemate-breaking, like, concepts for this fight. With 2 rounds up, like, I mean, we saw what happened just there. Crowns got off last because they basically had to push. And and it ended up going so badly for them, they end up losing the round off of, like, the plays they try to make. But Lego don't have to do that. Lego can wait for, like, such a clear-cut advantage before trying to take any ground back.
Yeah.
As long as they're keeping this Uber in for Condom, they're still kind of comfortable. Like, Gully Wash is very holdable last with even Ubers, so it's really on Crowns now to find a way to break this because I don't think Lego have to do anything.
Oh, okay. Drac makes the sack attempt, but he gets absolutely elated in the process. It's a half cap on the back. Falash making some movements, but ultimately not going to be getting much off of that. 2 picks.
Lego have no interest in doing anything. They're all just staying on last. They're keeping the pyro. Like, this is what I mean. Like, Crowns had to make something from this situation in the situation we saw before. Lego don't. They can wait for a huge advantage, a guaranteed way of getting out of last before they do anything. They can take no risks now. Well, they don't have to take any risks, rather.
Yeah, absolutely. This 2-round lead is absolutely enormous for them. And look at this. We're going to see Falash on the sniper roll, hunting for a pick. They see the sentry gun, I believe. He might be able to get an angle on it. It's only a level 1 right now. But yeah, Lego, just full turtle mode. Pro-lander setup. They're not running the heavy. They're just running an engineer. So it's not really pro-lander, but we'll go with it. Demor taking a bit of damage. Being forced to back off, get these arrows. Drac is just, I think, searching for this opportunity, isn't he? Just peeking it around, getting the information for his team.
Yeah.
But it is so hard for Crowns to try and find this opening, as you mentioned.
Yeah, as a connoisseur of Thalash frag clips 1 through 47, I've seen so many Thalash sniper clips in this situation, though, where he just walks in and drops a medic. So, you know, like, as far as not having Stark doing as much off-classing, this is, like, probably Thalash's bread and butter as far as, like, off-class goes. So... Yeah. It's like it's a good decision from Crowns, I think.
Oh, okay. They know. It's been spotted pretty early on, but yeah. Waiting for this 1 pick. I think Falash is their knight in shining armor. He needs to try and make the magic happen. Needs to try and get some work done. Demor's taking complete control of that balcony area. Falash might be able to peek this.
Column's literally playing in spawn because of the sniper.
Yeah.
Like that's what I mean.
Can you blame him?
No, not really, because Falash has got so many drops from this situation before. That Colum kind of knows if he's not in a sight line, he can't get hit, and as long as Crowns have the sniper, they kind of like they're not going to do anything else. Like they have the heavy. Yeah. I mean, if I was Crowns and I saw this, I would completely reconsider how to approach this and kind of walk in, do damage, and knowing that Uber's not anywhere close to the door. But
Drax found a kill here in that underside area. They realise Drax there. They're going to try and make a move off here. Crowns look like they want to try and play it. Drac is on the point. In fact, Dr. Phil's gone down. Drac, he may have just created this opening for them. 3 kills, 4 kills. Condom dies to Falash. It's a drop in the end. Crowns, surely they're going to be making some movements off this. Now, Zenith, the last man left alive. Raymond pops it just to make sure. Oh my god. It all came tumbling down in the end.
And this has been a way, partly because Condom was playing in spawn. There was like a point I was almost getting to. Am I waffling? Because the heals are nowhere near the door, like, Crowns can just kind of take this poke fight, and they do damage, and it's not getting healed up because Condom's playing so far away. So all these 1v1s that are happening end up with heals for Crowns, no heals for Lego, and it always ends up in a huge mess.
Well, here we are, mid-fight, number 4, about to kick off. We'll see which way either side decides to take it. A lot of spam being exchanged. D-More has actually managed to make his way around the drop-down area. Raymond got a fat rocket onto him. 2 kills now for the Crown squad. But Josh and Dr. Phil have fallen. Raymond drops as well. Yeah, not the Uber charges. He doesn't have it just yet. He's not hacking. Captain goes for a last-ditch effort. Does pick up Condom as well. But 3 picks, no, 3 players, I should say, on the side of Lego, able to contest and able to cap up this mid and this second point. These Lego are in a much more favourable position to try and make these pushes happen. Crowns, they are getting the spawners. They are making movements through the lobby area, so I don't actually think they're even going to be able to get into second here.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Lego are even trying the second. They're never going to take it. Their heals are only just spawning on their own second. Sorex with a classic pasta play. But this mid was so strange from Crowns. Like, Drac called D-More going up drop down, so he should not have really got anything done. And then Drac just kind of did a weird jump where he jumped and then failed his jump, kind of skimmed off the point, fell to the floor and died in a kind of pathetic manner. So kind of, I don't really see how that ended up going, like, it should have gone bad for Crowns, don't get me wrong, but not in this particular way. Like, D-More should have been cleaned up, Drac should have died, and Crowns should have kind of just like limped out of choke with 5 guys still alive potentially. So Crowns looking a bit flustered, it has to be said, on that mid.
It's a crit screen coming out. They're going to be trying to make some movement with it. Dr. Phil sends it in, but the crits has not picked up a single soul. Not working out for them. Raymond still has the Uber charge, and with that, I mean, if they can pick up this frag onto D-More as well on the flank, Drac is hunting deep for him. He's waiting for the arrow, not going to be working out. Drac finds him. Josh with the 1 frag, however, onto Starkey. The Crowns have already infiltrated their way in. Drac now takes the shot. Captain helps him out in the end. Sorek's going to be falling. Here we go, making movements. Crowns, they should be able to take this with hardly any issues whatsoever. Lego realise they have to back off, and indeed they are. Raymond has 100% Uber, still hasn't been forced to pop it off. Condom still running crit screek.
Josh has like black box. I think it's the conch going on here. He's got like a black box, like kind of like 2014 Shadowburn loadout. And Condom just getting Uber now. I don't know if they're going to want to contest. Josh probably has
straight up.
He has like the worst like loadout to fight Uber v Uber fights with at the moment. But they're trading the Ubers anyway. But Crown's getting, I don't know what's happening, man. Help me out.
It's an absolute mismatch of plays. The crit screen got popped off. The Uber charge came out. Somehow Lego came out on top. But look at this. Crowds are on blast. They're getting the backup in. D-More just leaps into the fray and he just picks up the kill. Oh my goodness. That could have been a completely different turn of events there. I just spotted it as I turned around my camera. I only saw the members of Crowns moving into last. That could have been a completely different scenario. But here we are. Lego, they're making moves. Drac has been spotted just camping up. He's going to get brought down in the end.
Drac with ease. This gives so much momentum to Lego now, because these spawns are all spawning like on second. Thalash is on sniper, which is a good decision because they have crits obviously, but there's going to be no roamer, so it's all about if they don't get killed by this sniper, they're going to take second here for free and have crits advantage for last, or they're going to crits on second and potentially make something happen with that. But they're coming in now from choke.
Well, look at this positioning by Crowns as well. Yeah, the Crowns positioning all the way back. Don't want to contest it at all. Not giving any room to breathe.
They don't have to go now.
Any sight line.
This is the thing with the crits. Like, they can't just play a stalemate now and abuse their lead. They have to go push. Otherwise, Crowns get Uber, and obviously Uber trumps crits. So they're going to do a crits play. It's going to be from Riverside, but they have to deal with a pyro and a gun.
They're moving in. Here we are. They're trying to make it happen, but the pyro off class of Captain just reflecting these stickies back. They're still moving it in. It's not working out for them. Spud ends up picking up a kill onto Sorex in the end. 2 picks going their way. Crowns with this player advantage. Thalash just swapping to Spy quickly. I think he was just checking off classes potentially or something or other. But in the end, Crowns do manage to defend against the crit screek. They're trying to make some magic happen, trying to make the movements actually out of this point there. They've already moved out here. In fact, Spud finds D-More with the stickies. Unreal stuff coming out. He's still in this lower area. Sorex is just going to try and run him down here while the fight is kicking off onto second as well. They do find Josh. Crowns looking like in a very superior position. Sorex still behind them, causing all sorts of mayhem. Thalash finally going to be claiming his life. And here we are. Crowns, with those 3 picks, going to be happy to contest and cap up this mid.
This is also questionable. If I was Lego, I would have been inclined to go for some kind of commit play long ago, because now they're kind of stuck with crits defending second. They have to go for play again. But now they're in a weird scenario where they have to play aggressive on their own second, and the trade is happening. It's Uber versus crits, and they're getting wrecked. They're going to lose second, and this could potentially be the equalizing round for Crowns now, because there's no Uber in play. Condom's still stuck on crits, so pinned in on your own last with only crits.
Really odd.
It's really bad, isn't it? Like, he switches off to Uber, which is the correct decision, but I don't know. This kind of, the crits has not worked for them at all, has to be said.
Drac's already in this underside. He's going to be capping up in the back. He's very, very weak. However, Sorex might be able to just pepper him down. And indeed he is. Crown looking to make the play pretty early on. Trying to maybe take this play, thinking that Lego weren't set up, but...
This was so close. Like, Colin went down into the red health. Like, they're getting caught out so easily by Drak just stepping on the point. Everyone looks at him, and then Crowns just poke from the sliding door on River.
Yeah.
And like the scout just runs in the sliding door and does 120 damage to Condom. On another day, another fight, that's Condom dying there. And
Josh
it's so easy
moving
for
in.
Crowns.
He spots Starkey. Starkey getting sent straight up into the air. A lot of damage coming out for him. Trying to contest this, but the big door areas, the big wraparound as Crowns are trying to sandwich them in. Drak and Spud putting in a decent amount of damage. Lego trying to contest this. Sorek so weak. I think they have forced them off for now. Josh is very low. Oh my goodness, no matter. In the end, D-More moving in, seeing what he can get done. No, he gets brought down as well. This is not looking good for Lego. They've tried to contest this. Condom trying to make some magic happen, trying to move out. They are absolutely hemorrhaging these players as they've already dropped 4. Condom does have the Ubercharge. Raymond pops his, but still, Crowns, they need to make some movements here. The spawners aren't coming up for a very long time. Condom does have the Ubercharge to pop it off and contest with. He's going to be popping it off early onto Sorex, trying to contest this, trying to basically defend this. Crowns lose 2. And that has stunted the push.
It's kind of meaningless though, as long as they don't all run in and die now. I don't know what Sorex is doing. I guess it's just Sorex things, but as long as Lego don't all run in and die, Raymond barely built any Uber in this time. Like, if Sorex was just building now instead of running around, I guess someone else is building. No, they're actually trying to push. Like, Lego shouldn't do this. They should just have built Uber, and they'd only be about 8% behind or something like this.
Well, they're getting the frags anyway. Drak falls. Can they pick up any more? That is the question. Sorex taking a lot of damage here. Having to back off around his corner. D-Ball in the back. He's picked up Raymond. He's picked up a second. Starkey falls. Unreal stuff, and Captain is going to be next as Josh just claims another one. Lego pushing off this momentum. D-More getting the big wraparound has potentially saved them from another, equalizer. That's the only thing I can think of, really. And now Crowns on this second point, trying to set up this defense. They are getting the players. Falash is in the forward spawn as well on Sniper. He might be able to claim 1 kill, but this is a lot of momentum. Condom has the Ubercharge.
Yeah, Lego are making me eat my words. That push probably wasn't the most efficient thing they could have done, but they made it work on this occasion. If you do that 100 times, it's not going to have that result most of the time, but it's really nice in the end. They actually have advantage to go on second, but with things getting all messy now, with Josh going down to a sticky trap, it looks like they're just going to hole up on mid and play a stalemate scenario. They're still hovering. I don't think they're entirely sure what they want to do. They're kind of hovering close to the choke. I think they've eventually decided they are. Yeah, they're just going to wait on mid. The decision makes itself if you take that long to make it at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
But, they're fine. Like, Slash is on Sniper. As long as someone's holding Big Door relatively well, which they kind of now are as D-More plays close. I'm actually a little bit nervous watching this because no one's playing close to Big Door. Condom's just hoping that these boxes are going to cover him if Thalash decides to peek there. So, I hope they do, bro. Because you're on my fantasy team, and I don't want these drop points.
Okay. The spam is being exchanged. Trying to get in that damage. Josh falling very weak. He's going to have to wait for the arrow. But still, it is 2-1 to Lego currently. This is Crown's map pick, remember. Things not really going the way they thought, I imagine. But
no, Crown's been really underwhelming on this map so far. And Lego have, like you said before, they've changed up their approach to the game. They're really speeding up the fights when they are happening. It's looked messier as a result overall, but it's working in Lego's favor.
It's working, yeah. And still, a bit of an uncomfortable position for Crowns right now on the back foot, holding on to the second level. We're really waiting for Falash's pick here on Sniper. He gets a body shot on the D-More, brings him down to 50 health in the end. This might be another kill. So weak. Sorex finds Drak. And now, with that one pick, is that the play? Not quite. It was only on Drak.
I so hope the camera was on Thalash there. Thalash peeks the corner, and all you see is Condom peek out from behind the boxes and send an arrow in his direction. It's one of the most ridiculous things I've seen. I don't think he was trying to arrow Thalash, but it looked absolutely ridiculous.
Quite odd. Lego have infiltrated the back lines. D-More and Sorex are in. They are in and waiting around. They realise this, but this could cause a few issues, actually.
This is a weird play to make, because if they're both dying now Thalash just has free reign to peek, and Condom's going to have to play in such a weird position that Crowns could in theory walk in with this. Sorex is still behind.
So he's still waiting around. Trying to pull a Starkey, perhaps? Who knows? But Falash just waiting around this big door area. In fact, Sorex falls as well. So this is looking brilliant for them. They've already picked up 2 frags. Captain makes the moves, trying to make his way in. Starkey now moving forward. Condom gets jumped on from behind, forced to pop off the Ubercharge. Starkey does fall in the end, but now Lego, their hand has been forced prematurely. Raymond still has the Ubercharge. Crowns have lost 3. Spud does pick up Zenith in the end. Drak is still making some movements in this spawn area. They're moving in now with the battalion's backup. What else can they get done? Lego moving forward. They're getting the damage, and Spud's very weak. He falls. Josh claims that kill for his own. But now, Lego, spawners are coming up. Zenith has just about come up. No movements being made. No territory gained for either side.
The Crowns are so indecisive here. They have so many opportunities to do things, but bodies are just being traded. No one knows what they're doing.
They've already picked up 2 kills. Condom in a very unfavourable position. Crowns realise this is the opportunity to take. They move forward. They are going to reclaim this midpoint. Finally, after all that time, Drac is still causing havoc in that Riverside area. Captain moving forward as well. Just trying to deny off these forward spawns. And they have successfully done it. Crowns are going to be able to cap up this second point. Raymond does have Uber charge, but so does Condom. So it's 100% Uber versus 100% Uber there. 8.5 minutes left on the clock. And what are Lego doing here? They're not set up at all. Drac moves in. They find 1 kill potentially. Deemor's so weak. Forced to back off. Drac falls in the end. Crowns are they going to continue to push off this? Falash has worked his way through the Riverside. Nice to back off in the end. Spud with that 1 pick onto Dr. Bill. That's huge. Starkey falls as well. 2 picks on Crowns. Are Crowns still going to choose to play this? Spud claims another one. This could be big. Spud now trying to take things into his own hands.
That's so dumb. That's actually so stupid. How in God's name
did they pick up that?
What scout was that behind the point? I have to know. It was Zen. So Zen sees this scout run in river, and rather than just cover the point, he like chases him through river and underneath into water. Rather than just going to the point and denying him, he tries to chase him about 10 seconds too late. So by the time the scout comes up on caps, Zen is like just far enough away that he can't get back in time. Ridiculous stuff. Lego completely threw that entire round. Like, they're completely throwing the game away in the last 2 minutes.
That was really, really odd. We're going to be going into another mid fight now. We'll see if Lego can regain their footing, so to speak. Falash is very weak, having to force to back off. In fact, Starkey makes his move around the back lines. Condom doesn't know where to stand. Drac and Starkey have got him absolutely pincered in. Condom not going to be making his way out of that one. 2 players remaining. Josh on 3 HP. Zenith falls. And with that, Crowns have claimed another mid fight. I think the tide is turning. Crowns starting to get their mojo back. But that was, I want to go back to that last hold, because it's not just me, is it? Lego had ample time to set up a defense.
Yeah, like Lego was stable for a while, and then a couple of frags were traded, and suddenly everything just got, no one really knew what each other was doing. Like I said, Zen ended up chasing this scout in the most bizarre way in water. Meanwhile, a fight's happening in lobby, and Spud just like helps get extra cap time from main. Like Spud did a jump and capped the point with the scout in the end. It's just a weird situation, and all I can say is like, I don't know, Lego have a tickle in their throat at the moment, and it's making them. Yeah.
They're moving in. Here we are. Ubercharged by Crowns, seeing what they can get done. They've already started to play the point here, and it's going to be Dr. Phil going down. No stickies is a big plus when you're trying to push in here. They've already picked up 2 frags as well. Starkey claims another one as Josh is going to be falling now. This is not looking good so far for Lego. Demor trying his hardest really to try and keep them out here. Raymond falling very, very weak in the end. Zenith, the last man left alive. Starkey just spamming him from an angle. It's all onto Condom to try and make some magic happen. The respawner's coming in. Is it going to be enough? Dr. Phil, no, he cannot do it. And Crowns, they cap up another one in rapid fashion. 3-2.
These last 5 minutes have just been ridiculous from Lego. I mean, that was fair enough. Like, they lost mid, but like they looked so uncomfortable on the mid. The round before, like, it's just changed everything. I mean, this round is like just a symptom of whatever the hell was going on that round, and it's kind of like a train that's getting out of control. And Lego need to find some way of like turning the game around now, or Crowns are just going to keep rolling over them, because Lego have like shown weakness, and Crowns will punish you for it.
Quite bizarre. Already Crowns just taking the opportunity to move their way across the map. It's actually Zenith going to be running heavy to mid, seeing what they can get done. They've already picked up 1 frag onto Drac. Is this the play? Is this what they wanted to try and do? They've taken so much damage. Falash just walks up to Condom in the back, claims the medic's life, claims the second one. Dr. Phil falls. Lego hemorrhaging these players. Demol on Sniper. Are they tilting, or is this some pocket strat that I've never seen?
Well, this is 2009 TF2. Like, before gunboats, it was like the most classic Gullywash strat to run a heavy and a sniper. And the idea was if you got the heavy up top, you basically win the mid. But I mean, since gunboats have been a thing, you haven't really seen the strat come out. Apart from, like, you know, the very, very first iteration of Lego, where they had, like, F2 calling the shots. And they kind of came up from Div 1 as this really kind of underdog team. They used to run the strat on mid then. And I think Zen was involved in that team. So I think this is like a... This is a weird blast from the past, like some desperate leap of faith.
They're trying to make it happen. Demo might actually do this for them. He's already picked up. Oh, Demo! What is that? He claims 3. Dr. Phil with the follow-up. I cannot believe what I've just seen. Can I get a smoke in the chat? That is actually ridiculous. He finds Raymond. He finds the kills. And he's just created this opening for his team. 4 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. Blaze it. Unreal stuff in the end. Lego steamrolling forward. I can't believe this opening has just happened for them.
I don't even see it, man. I have no idea what's going on at the moment.
What in God's name was that? Lego just recontest and they just... Oh my goodness. I don't believe it. I do not believe what just happened.
This is the second liquid you've spilled tonight.
Oh, Goodness
they have
gracious
advantage
me.
to push last. This can be like the 3-3. And like I said, they needed something to turn the game because it was getting away from them. But, I mean, I didn't see what happened, but it clearly happened in one way or another.
Lego moving in. They've got the Uber advantage. Are they going to be making some magic happen? Condom's still just waiting patiently for some reason round the corner.
Condom's timed out! Are you fucking kidding me?
He's timed out.
No.
He's literally just timed out.
What fucking hell?
The last push, he had Uber advantage. It was perfect, and he's just timed out in river when they're about to make the push.
That's horrendously unlucky. I mean, it's hilarious.
Pause, question mark? I think it's a bit too late for that, Starkey. I think it's a bit too late for that, my man. Oh my god. I can't believe that's just happened. I cannot believe that's just happened. I cannot believe that's just... What is that? Oh my god.
So unfortunate. And that's so tilting as well. There's 3 minutes left. That should have been 3-3, really. I don't know what to say, man. That's just tragic. I feel like I'm watching a Greek tragedy.
Genuinely, there's that... Ooh, okay, collect your words. Think, Brennan. Take it slow. Oh, Lego. What can you say in that scenario? Tilting is the word you use. That pretty much sums it up.
Where do you go from there?
But yeah, what do you even do from here? What do you do? 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Raymond now has Uber advantage. Like he's got 100% Uber. Condom has it, but like
Crowns can hold this situation like all day. Like how many times? Like I've played with Crowns when we do this. I've watched Crowns do this as coach, as a spectator. They can hold Gully Wash second with even Uber for years, like literally for years, without even feeling under pressure. So Lego are in like a difficult scenario right now. It's going to take a play to change this for them.
Take more than a bloody play, mate. I'll tell you that. Oh my god, I can't get over what's just happened. After Demo did all of that, oh god, I don't know. I just do not know. He's desperately searching for the opportunity. He gets a headshot onto somebody somewhere across the world. Spud falls down to 66. Dr. Phil finds Drac. Is this it? Is this the play? Dr. Phil! Oh my goodness, he's found Starkey. The Ubercharge has been exchanged here, but 2 picks now for Lego. Are they going to make the magic happen? Is this it? Can they equalise against all odds after what's happened, after the tilting play of the century? They're making it. They're slowly but surely trying to cap this up. The spawners are going to be coming up for Crowns now, but Lego in control now at the second point. 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining. Is this it? Demon! Oh my god! I can't believe this. He's completely clutched this out of thin air. Oh my god.
What do Lego do?
Could this be the equaliser?
Or do they're waiting for Uber? They're waiting for Uber, so it's all down on like this one push.
You can't fault them for that.
No,
Demo's actually done this. Demo has potentially... Oh my... Words are escaping me. It's probably a bad trait to have as a caster, but Demo falls. Can they push this in? They're going in with the Ubercharge now. The advantage. Raymond falls. The Sentry Gun is a level 2. They need to try and bring this down now. Still, there are stickies. Not currently placed on the point. Are they getting these kills? Falash on heavy. He's completely putting a wrench into the plans. Are they still going to be able to do this? Dr. Phil with the pipe. No, I think Crowns are defending. They're so weak. They could still replay this. Josh moving in with the battalion's backup. See what they can get done. Falash, so weak. He claims 1. He claims 2. Josh, they've done it. They've actually equalised it. 3-all. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
I'm sweating. That's unreal. That's actually unreal.
I mean, woo, yeah. Wow, okay.
Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Let what's just happened sink in. Demo, MVP of this match.
Yeah,
no doubt about it. Oh my goodness. And he's salvaged this. He's brought it from the brink. It was looking good for Lego at the start. Crowns were bringing it back, and then it was looking terrible for them. 3-2. Just when you thought they were going to equalise, Condom times out, loses the Uber. They were moving in with the full advantage push. It should have been 3-3. It should have been there. Condom dies. I cannot imagine the amount of tilt they were going through then. Unbelievable. And then, out of nowhere, Demo, he clutches it out again. He gets the pick, the one pick they needed onto Raymond, making it possible all over again. And then Josh in the last moments, even if it was a 2v3, the members of Crowns, they were weak. Still, everything stacked against him, and he does it just in the final clutches of the round. Unreal stuff. We're going to be going to a golden count.
Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like all semblance of like, I mean, there's like, you've summed it up perfectly, basically. There's nothing to analyze in the last like 5 minutes or so of this game. because it's also it's like just crazy.
Yeah.
It's just stuff you literally cannot account for. Medics timing out, like just point blank, like peak, like headshots from Demo. These are like the one thing I will say is Lego so nearly failed the last push at the end, but at that point, like they'll feel under so much pressure that it's almost an achievement in itself to win this uber advantage push, because you'll feel so pressured to make it work. I mean, as they went in, like Raymond was randomly scarping around the floor completely out of position and dies immediately. Like that's a bit of a throw. Like, but like to convert the push still under the pressure, it's difficult. Like it is tough. It shouldn't be tough, but it is tough.
Yeah.
So they do it, and it has to be said, like justice is done, I guess, because they had, like you said, Raymond timed out. Really, probably should have been 3-3 at that point. So now we have a golden cap to actually see, like, you know, what's the fair result of this map, basically.
I need to take a drink after that, because I've just blown my vocal cords once again.
I mean, the logs are up, and I mean, I said before the game I needed to see Josh show up tonight for this, like, for this to happen for Crowns, and he's like the star man, like in terms of stats on this map. 25 for 14, 330 DPM, which is far more DPM ridiculous than we saw on the other map, and it's like kind of far above everyone else as well. It was a game of pockets though, like with Stark like just behind him. I mean, the scouts that we kind of praised in the pregame, like Sorex, Thalash, Zen, like nowhere to be seen. All these like guys have really mediocre KDs. It's kind of all about only Captain has kind of done, like only Captain actually has like a positive KD for the scouts, I think. Zen negative, Thalash even, Sorex negative. Only one scout with a positive KD. That's like such a weird like statistic. Because normally, you know, like scouts get the cleanup, soldiers jump in, scouts clean up. So it's like I don't know what happened in this game, but this is bizarre stuff. It has to be said.
Well, 90 seconds countdown begins. We are going to be heading into the golden cap very shortly. I think after that, you'd have to feel invigorated as Lego. From complete rock bottom to that. Just, you have to be feeling good.
Crowns will be like, they will just move on, like out loud, they will move on and they'll say, forget it, doesn't matter, you know, let's concentrate. They'll be like pros in that sense, but inside, you know, I mean, that rocks you.
Yeah.
Like, even no matter how like good or like external take you can put on it, or just, you know, you can all say let's move on and talk about what you're gonna do, but I mean, as soon as like it's gonna hurt, man. It's gonna sting for a while. You literally can't move on from that like mentally, like straight away. So if ever there was a time for Lego, it's pretty much now. And I mean, I want to see a third map, to be honest. I mean, like, it's no secret. Like, I'm a Crowns associate, so I want to see them win this game. But I want to see them win it on a third map now. Well, I think this game deserves it.
It begins. It's going to the golden cap. Map number 2 against all odds. Lego brought it back, and let's see if they do take this. If Lego take this, it's going to map number 3. And they really have come back from the brink. Very slow midpoint so far. Lego not really playing it really too much. Crowns taking really all the positioning. Sorex finds Starkey. That's one entry. And look at that. Crowns immediately backing off. A drag around the corner. He finds Condom hiding. Could this be the repush by Crowns? Raymond is up. They have lost 2. But they're in a much better position now.
Josh just jumps in and dies. Like, this is weird play. Like, they're kind of giving, I don't know. He just jumps in from nothing, and it's like, it's not like it's that bad a play, but there's no way he was going to find Raymond there. He's just jumping in blind, hoping for the best. Takes a 1v1 with a scout, and it doesn't sound like much, but one player being down for Crowns pushing mid, it's such a breathing room for them. They're going in drop down now. They're avoiding everything that like will be a problem. The sniper sight lines, the roamers hiding, and they're into mid for free. And they're actually going to take complete control of this golden cap now. This is Lego completely out on second. But you have to think...
Okay. The little peek around the corner. D-Maul picks up 1 kill. Not a particularly huge one, if you pardon my language, Captain. But still, maybe the sign of things to come, as they are trying to move in. Sorex finds 1. Drac does claim the kill in the end, but 2 picks now going their way. Lego, are they going to try and repush this out? It's very difficult. Look at this positioning by Crowns.
Yeah, I think they're just hoping for something from D-Maul. D-Maul's like peeking for free, but I think if he doesn't find any kills, they're not going to do anything. They're just going to go back to last, and they're going to have to hold it, and it's nervy now, and like...
Yeah.
If there's a medic I don't want on my team in a nervy situation holding last, I'd probably pick Condom to not ever be on my team in that situation. Because, yeah, Thalash on Sniper in lobby, Stark with all the utility in the wild, Drax having, like, impact in these situations previously.
Oh, okay. Thalash gets brought down. D-Maul finds Captain. 2 picks. Very quick succession. Captain's down for 15 seconds. Falash up shortly after, or shortly before.
Demon's changed to soldier. They might be trying something.
It's going to be interesting. They're moving through the Riverside area now. Drak just completely collapses onto Sorex. Are they going to claim the counter kill? That's the question. He's waiting for that arrow. No, he gets brought down. The arrow just coming in a little bit too late now. Lego trying to make some movements here. Trying to cap up this second point, if you like. And Crowns, they are playing so passive around this big door area. Falash on Sniper. Claims one. They claim Josh. They're trying to repush us now through the big door. Through the choke, I should say. Captain just about peaked it, but no. Lego do cap up the second point. This is such slow, steady TF2. It feels like a 180 from what we've seen, but it's just because Crowns have really been in a driving seat.
Yeah, but Lego were like, yeah, it's really nice play from Lego, actually. They weren't too greedy. They didn't look to take mid off the back of this. They didn't go for like the quick, brutal kind of fix to their problem. Yeah. They're playing the slow, patient game, just taking second with the advantage they were given, and now willing to stalemate it out again. And it's the grind. I mean, this is how you win big games of TF2. Sometimes you just have to grind it out, and Lego playing the grind at the moment, and they're doing it well.
Lego holding on to the second. It is the golden cap. If you're just joining us right now, if Lego cap even once, or even if Crowns cap once, if Crowns cap once, that's it. We're not going to map number 3. If Lego cap once, then we are going to be going into map number 3 for the upper bracket finals of ETF2L Season 25. My goodness, what a game so far. Neither side wanted to commit too much. It is very slow, very steady TF2. Not wanting to make any mistakes. Falash peeking round the corner as Sniper through that big door area, searching for a kill, hunting for the frags.
Yeah, if I'm Crowns right now, I would probably sack Drak in, because the very existence of Falash on the map as a sniper is putting Condom into such strange positions that no one is holding the chokes, and Drak could literally walk in with 300.
Yeah.
And there's no one really there to shoot him.
Okay, Dr. Phil goes down. He peeks it through the main choke area. That is the opening. No stickies now to worry about. Crowns looking to take it all the way in. Condom still waiting around this corner. Drak has infiltrated his way through that big door area. Playing it very passively. It's going to be an equal trade in the end. Demon might actually fall here. Captain chasing down the frag. Demon just about escapes around the corner. The Uber charge has been popped off by Lego as well. Raymond still holding on to his. Not wanting to pop it off just yet. He's so weak. Eventually going to be popping it off. Trying to get this collapse as Lego are trying to exit out of the midpoint. Condom just about trying to escape with his life, but he's going to get brought down as Captain just M1s him down to death. And with that being said, Lego still on this second point. Still trying to hold.
I think they have to hold last. I don't think they can do anything on second. If they try and kill Raymond as he comes into second, it could be the game. Demon's going for it though. He's high, but it's never going to work.
Not going to work.
Crowns like that. They're so efficient in these situations. You just have to hold last. I mean, Demon's going to be up. To be fair, it was worth a pop. Like, it's not going to make a difference in the long run.
Yeah.
Lego going to have to hold this with. It's only 30% disadvantage. To be fair, if they build solidly, like the gun, a heavy, a pyro, whatever, they can delay this out and get Uber in time. Like, this is holdable for Lego, but I mean, it's also in Crown's hands.
They realise they're coming through the Riverside area. The Girati comes out. Dr. Phil having to back off. Dr. Phil, he does find Captain. One pick, another one. Falash force as well. Sorex is going for more. He's just running them down. One man against the world. Josh ends up backing him up. Spud going to be falling. 3 picks now on the side of Lego to make some magic happen, to make the movements happen. Are they going to be able to do it though? Drak moving forward into the big door area. Lego still trying to contest this second point if they potentially can. Drak is just waiting. No, he is.
Looks so weird holding these seconds. Like, they're never willing to like use their Uber. Like, even when it was Uber advantage, like now, they're never willing to use it. They're always just kind of giving Lego second. And Lego again like getting out of last. Like, it's what should be a terrible scenario for them, holding last with disadvantage. They just take second. Like, Crowns look frail at the moment. Like, Lego can kind of make a mistake and Crowns just kind of let them make a mistake and then correct it 10 seconds later. It's weird stuff. And we're back again in the exact same scenario where, I mean, Phil died to the headshot last time, but I was saying at that time that I would sack Drak in because Condom gets kind of forced into weird positions. At the moment, he's holding default, but once they get wind of Thalash on Sniper again, maybe he's going to go back. He plays this weird position on the plateau, which he's now moving toward. So if you look at Choke at the moment, like, people, they can literally walk in Choke. Phil doesn't have heals there. They can spam Phil away and walk in for free there, and Drak can just go for a sack or something like this. It's weird how Lego approach these situations, for me anyway.
Crown's looking to not really make any moves just yet. Falash on Sniper is the one man they are waiting for, and he's just holding that corner like an absolute hawk. I mean, just waiting for someone to peek. The classic hawk hold, as I like to call it. Demo says, I can eat and I can drink. Don't know what that's
Phil gets
reference
headshot
to.
the exact same way. Like, he peeks around the rock and just there's Stalash waiting for him. But he only goes down to 10 this time.
Starkey moving in. Condom claims the kill.
That's not how it's supposed to work.
Okay.
I don't think so, anyway.
Maybe you've been playing TF2 wrong. What do you think?
Just haven't been playing it with Condom.
Demo now moving in for the kill, moving forward. Is one rocket jump. He's not getting a rocket. It's beautiful movement by Raymond. Just leaps forward, leaps backwards. Zenith falls actually to Falash as well. 2 picks now going for crowns. Are they going to be able to make some movements here? Sorix has made his way into the back. They realise he's there.
Why is Sorix in? That's such a huge mistake for Sorix to be in there.
That's some more frags for them. That's all I can say. Now Crown's going to be making the moves in. Spud getting a spam in as well. Can they still contest this? Condom. Wow, Condom! What was that? What just happened?
I didn't see.
He looked lost. He looked like a lost little lamb in a field of wolves. But somehow he drops that. He types noob in the chat. But honestly, mate, I can't believe that's just happened. And now Raymond, he's got 100% Uber advantage. He can hold on to it. Lego. No, Raymond's going to be choosing to pop it off. Crown's taking the fight to them. D-Maul just really playing Ring of Roses around the corner.
Josh! Oh, Josh just destroyed Stark. Oh my god.
Still causing all sorts of havoc. But, I mean, Lego, they've been 4 players down here. Have Lego actually just held this off long enough? For yeah, I think they're going to be able to get a good defense.
Yeah, they're going to be able to hold. Like, it's pretty much even Uber. I mean, it's not a pushable advantage at all for Lego. But, sorry, for Lego? For Crown, definitely not for Lego, for Crowns. But again, Lego they don't know what to do when they get to their second. It's kind of the 3rd time in a row now they've lost second, or rather they've been on last. I mean, every other time they've kind of found a way to get back to second, but I don't think they haven't got past second this entire golden cap since they won the first mid. They won the actual mid fight, and since then they've had to push out of last twice, and are again on their own last now. So Crowns still in control, but not able to seal the deal so far.
Really well played actually by Lego delaying that. Just with the few players that were left. I can't remember who it was, but they did a good job of just running rings around them. Demo bought a little bit of time. Josh bought a lot of time. They have set up this defense on the last, so Crown's not having the opportunity to try and make some plays happen. The sentry gun is only a level 1 for now. It's going to get built up pretty shortly though, as it is getting whacked away.
I'm still waiting for the Thalash moment. He's been on sniper every last stalemate we've had. This golden cap, here he goes. He's going.
Oh! He picks it up. You called it perfectly. You predicted it. Mystic Meg, as they call you in another life. But
not hard to predict
now Crown, they're moving in. The Uber charge has been popped off pretty early on. The sentry gun not getting taken care of. Starkey has to get a lot of flash. Finally going to be going down. Is this it? Is this curtains now? Crown's moving forward. Are they going to claim it? They've already picked up 4 kills. Condom just about to respawn. It's all on Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil against the world. I don't think it's enough. And there we have it. Crowns claim the round. And they claim the golden cap. And that is going to be the upper bracket finals. GG is called. Holy hell. That was some good TF2.
Whew, okay. That was TF2 alright.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. Anyway. What goes on now? I've forgotten. What happens? Do we look at logs? Do we
check logs for see how I did in fantasy TF2?
Oh yeah. Should we get golden cap logs?
I think so. Did we look at we looked at the ones already? Right? Yeah, we did. Let's check the golden cap ones. Captain was a beast for fantasy points. 9 for 3 in that golden cap.
Big boy.
That's what we want to see. Flash with the. I mean, yeah, it's a weird golden cap. To be fair, I mean,
it was odd.
Lego won the first mid with their weird sniper heavy strat, purely because Stark just kind of died. But then Drag got in behind, killed Condom. Crowns retook mid, and since then, Crowns just had control the whole time. Lego looked so good pushing out of last, but they really couldn't string anything else together. And granted, them pushing out of last was a big part of the golden cap because that was the scenario they were faced with. They couldn't string 2 good pushes together in a row, and they just kept getting pushed back and back time and time again. Dalash had a chance on sniper every single time they were on last to go for picks, to go for peeks and stuff. And like I said there, if you give that kid enough time, he's going to hit it eventually. He will just go for those peaks and he will take those shots. And if you're not able to punish that and then capitalize, it's going to happen eventually, and it did.
A very, very, very good match of Team Fortress 2, if I'd say. I mean, I a couple of people, they might look at this and think, oh, Crown's TF2 Resident Sleeper, but honestly, that was incredibly entertaining. I couldn't think of a better game of TF2 this season. I think that was mad. That map, that was absolutely mad. Beyond the logs, what else can we look at? Should we shift through them? Maybe we can have a look at this. So we can look at the medic stats, how they line up, how they match up with each other. 2 drops on Condom.
One charge, 2 drops. I'm pretty sure he just killed my fantasy dreams.
I think it was. What was that? That was the through the pipes headshot that Falash got, but also the
it was a spud with the stickies pushing second.
Yeah.
I didn't really see it, but did you see it?
Yeah. It was kind of odd. He was.
Did he just drop to Spud walking in?
Spud was just walking in. I think Dr. Phil, I want to say, was trying to contest him, and he ate a lot of damage. And then I mean, to be fair, Spud really did put a nicely placed sticky out to get the drop. But
I mean, you can only place a sticky so nicely, though. At the end of the day, as you can still see it coming as a medic. I don't know. Colin was clearly having some internet issues. Maybe
it might have been that. It might have been that.
With 10 higher ping, could have been okay. I mean, they did switch servers. Apparently, wasn't quite enough though. But yeah, I don't know.
What's that? The 1 round. First cap going to Lego. Ultimately, Crown's winning a 10-minute round in the end as well. Damage numbers very equal. Kills almost equal as well. Crown's on top when it comes to that.
Seeing, this golden cap was 10 minutes and 5 seconds long, which means in the old golden cap rules, this would have been like
See you later.
This would have been a new golden cap.
New golden cap. Never 10 minutes.
Crazy stuff. I don't know why that's all I can take from the stats. My mind is still just blown from the game.
What else can we see? This is a nice little breakdown here. Relative frags by zone.
Look at that stuff. There's like not even frags on the other half.
Not even frags on the other.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. God almighty. God almighty. And this is the kill difference here. So Drac went quite big. Drac went very big actually. Condom dying twice.
Yeah, Drac was like, I mean, granted, we're saying that like Crowns had no, Lego had like no control of the golden cap at all. They could have very well just run away with the whole thing and done it like instantly, if not for Drac getting behind on the mid and just killing Condom. Could have been such a different story other than for these like crucial plays. And Drac had a lot of these kind of moments as well. I mean, when Crowns were pushing last in the actual like the main like 30-minute game, there were so many times where Drac would come underneath and kind of come on the point and draw so much attention and kind of stay there for so long and draw so many players away that Crowns were able to create like advantages from that. And I mean, I can't remember any like massive like standout plays from him, but he had his moments basically. Like there was kind of like just collectively all these moments. Like I don't know, it's like a classic Drac performance basically. A couple of like picks here and there that are crucial, and then just really like solid team play the rest of the time. We haven't really talked about Raymond that much, but I feel like he literally didn't die in the golden cap.
He didn't die
solid the whole way through.
When the attempts on his life as well. There was a few of them. There's a fair few of them that I remember. His movement was good as well. You can't fault him at all. He's always been very strong mechanically.
No, Raymond's a beast. I mean, there was this one moment right at the end of the 30-minute period on Gully Wash where he was out of position as Lego pushed with like the final push to make it 3-3. But other than that, like I don't really remember a mistake from him tonight. I mean, he got body shot on Reckoner, but that was neither here nor there. Raymond is just like a beast, man.
0 deaths on Raymond.
0 for 0.
A big 0. And yeah,
one of them had Infinity +2 drops more than Raymond had deaths.
I think that was it. That's pretty much it. What we can gather from the logs, we've talked it to death. Beyond this, are we having interviews in? I'm not too sure.
I don't know how it works anymore, man.
Neither do I, to be honest. I don't know. Usually people just join the mumble and they get dragged in, and I just start giving it to my co-caster. But yeah, I don't know. Since nobody's here, I think we're just gonna call it a day unless somebody just appears in the TFTV mumble.
Yeah, they have until you're done doing an outro.
Until I'm done, yeah, absolutely. But I'm going to do the outro anyway, because I'm going to watch some Dota. So, any shout-outs, Kaidus? Anything you want to say?
No, not really. Not ordinarily, I would have just been talking to myself for 3 hours.
Right.
So this was a fun change of pace, but I mean, I say all my shout-outs in those 3-hour blocks, so...
Yeah.
I've said all I have to say.
Okay.
Good game.
It was a very good game. If you did miss out on all the action, if you're just tuning in now, you can, of course, look at the VOD. Follow us on teamfortress.tv. You can check it all out there as well. The games, the VODs, they should be posted up there on YouTube fairly shortly, within the next few days or so, so you can check them out on YouTube as well. It was an absolutely brilliant game, so I think if you've missed out, it's definitely worth a watch, at least for map number 2. And with all that being said, I think it's time to call it a night.
Oh, I have one more thing to say.
Okay, go ahead.
Condom's only in my fantasy team because I predicted Lego would lose, so I wanted the extra maps from him when they play lower bracket final.
Okay, right.
People keep asking me why this is the case.
All right. Well, safe to say we're going to end it here. Thank you very much for joining us. Shout out to Pepsi Max, my sponsor, for ruining my keyboard. And yeah, we're going to call it a night. See you later. Thanks for watching. Follow Team Fortress TV. Good night.